with it.
Will grow and forever it will be you and me.
Then she hit
That
it with
was
the-
my shit. Welcome, motherfuckers.
Live,
Welcome.
and
We are
These
live.
guys are singing to each other because they love
That's
each other.
because that's.
I sang to you.
Weird. You never
Oh,
sing.
Dre's like a brother to me.
You never sing.
You guys, okay, you might want to fix that, kid. Remember you guys came to my birthday party in the same shirt colors, acting as dates.
What the
so-
fuck was that? What was that?
That was.
I don't believe you.
Where were we at that day? Was it Fridays?
No.
No. We were
Tuesday.
We came
Applebee's
here
or Red
shit
Lobster. or some
wearing the
shit.
same t-shirts. That's a
No,
fucking lie.
same color. Remember it was peach colors, some shit like that.
I remember. That was my favorite shirt.
Kev said he came
stole
to your
it.
house and he told you to change and you were like, no, you like the way it looked. So
Yeah, it's my favorite shirt.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that
I
though.
never gave a fuck in this world.
Never
Yo, did
give
we
a fuck.
introduce the show?
No, we just said we're live.
That shit's weird.
Fucking weird.
Hey guys, welcome to the Opinionated podcast. We are your host,
It's cool, Kev.
Dash.
and I'm Big Dre, and we got a guest today.
And his name is Lyrical
I'm
Live.
looking right
I
at
don't know
you.
about that anymore.
Yo, I don't know what to call you. I definitely don't know what to call this nigga.
I'll rebrand
Yeah,
it.
say all your
Mr.
names.
Beer
Yeah,
God.
give
Yo,
them
give
all
them
your
all
names.
of
My name is Beer God, a.k.a. Alejandro Rodriguez.
Alejandro Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
Nah, man, it's just Beer God, man. It's just Beer God now.
So-
no more lyrical lie. There's
So
there's no more Earl Johnson. No more than
Earl Johnson.
So
I know
okay.
who Earl
So
Johnson is.
before we get
It's
into
crazy. You know
anything,
who Earl Johnson.
Yeah.
yeah, I remember Earl Johnson. Before we get into anything else, let's start off with that. What made you start this rebranding into the Beer God?
Because I got too many, I'm involved in too many things.
Okay.
Like, too many people know me, in different worlds. There's too many different things. So it's like, all right, tattoo artist name is Earl Johnson.
Mhm.
Like, that wasn't planned. It just ended up being one of those things where I went to a tattoo convention, and I'm like, hey, I got a tattoo magazine coming out. I need an interview. They like, no. Like, white people,
Oh, shit.
White people looking at
What?
me like, no. So I'm like, damn, I got
They didn't look at your tattoos?
No, they just looked at me like he's a black guy that started a tattoo magazine. This shit is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. So then it's like, let me think of something. All right, you know what? I work for this guy, had a tattoo magazine. His name is Earl Johnson. So then they were like, okay, we'll do an interview with you. So now I'm working for this guy that is me. And then they're like, yo, we having this event. Yo, tell your boss Earl to come, you know what I'm saying, come through or whatever. So after a while, I was like, all right, I just show up, spin around like, yeah, how you doing? I'm Earl Johnson.
Nah.
And it's just like, damn, like this was you the whole time? You like, yeah, you didn't accept me when it was just me. When I was Elijah from Ink and Hip Hop Magazine, you wouldn't accept me. But when I told you that I worked for a guy named Earl Johnson, you accept me. So it's like a black man working for somebody in the tattoo industry is acceptable. But a black man owning a magazine and operating it in the tattoo industry
Correct.
is acceptable. You see what I'm saying? So
Correct.
That's how the hell
I think this is
I
at the
feel like
process
you-
of Trump getting elected second now.
I feel like you took a page out of Whitney Goldberg's book in The Associate when she had to be the boss of that company, but they wasn't fucking with her, so she had to switch it up. Like, nah, my boss is white. I work for him. Oh, okay. Well, then we got you now.
Yeah, so it ended up being a thing where it was like, once they met me as Earl, it just like hung. So now I'm getting invited to all these cool ass parties. And like, yo, this is my friend Earl, my man Earl, he got a magazine.
My brother Earl?
Yeah, this is Earl. Yo, Earl, what's going on, man? Earl, come over here. So it was like I forgot. You know, to the point where people would see me, they be like, yo,
What's up,
Earl,
Lisa?
what's up? So I'm with my lady, and she like, Earl.
He answered. You gonna answer the Earl the whole time, so it's time.
Yeah, like,
They want to cut them checks. Make sure you write them checks
show.
out to.
Yeah, I was like, and they was like, so I write the check out to Earl Johnson? No.
No.
What you do is,
He's
gonna give it to
fictitious,
my-
no?
Yeah, you're not gonna.
All right,
write
I'm to my
you wanna
associate.
start-
That-
you're not
you want to start
writing
the interview,
Nah.
or you want to start
Like,
with the sneaker battle?
We can do the sneaker battle.
Yeah, so that's pretty much one of the
Okay.
reasons why. And then
I've known you for a lot
Because
of
I
different
think
names.
no,
because I think that's
Battle rap.
a very
I established
interesting
myself as
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to jump into his joint and do the sneaker battle first.
What's going on? What's up, y'all? What y'all
Leave it
I'm
up to
asking
live.
y'all here.
Lies here.
Man,
We got-
All right, let's boogie.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we already start talking about
Well, let's just keep talking about this shit. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna stick about it.
We got some shit to talk about.
Yeah,
I know Drake got
definitely
shit to talk about.
Yeah, we
That
got
was
some
one
shit
of
to
the
talk
things
about.
you already know, but of course, there's some other interesting things that we want to know.
Well, let's go.
I've
back.
actually watched the journey, as it's
Oh, yeah.
So
progressing.
we staying on the aliases since.
No, let's go back to where you started. See, I first met Lai. Was it 6th grade? Motherfucking school.
Yeah, school 6.
Trading basketball cards.
Yeah, we go way back. Way back.
Way back.
Yeah,
Right.
Y'all do.
Back in the time.
Well, we go way back, but not.
Yeah, we go way
as
back.
far as
yeah,
y'all
maybe
like
yeah,
a year after that.
Yeah, it came a little later.
Yeah,
I
a
was
year
there.
after
We was in
that.
the prom in the limo and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was
Yeah.
living that rock star lifestyle and
Yeah.
shit.
Might not
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
was
My
living that
parents
rock
got pictures
star
and all
lifestyle.
that.
Yeah. That was
That was a good time.
I wasn't there.
very good time.
I wasn't there at the time.
You
I
was,
came
at,
later.
you was at one of our proms though. I got the files, don't lie.
I got the
I don't
file.
remember.
You had pictures with Tiara.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
after I
It
graduated.
doesn't matter. You was still there. Doesn't matter. You was still there.
I went on like 3 proms.
Nigga, I'm
Shit.
trying to find a picture, but
He was like, I'm waiting for this nigga to lie and say
Oh,
he
no.
wasn't there. He
No.
said, wait a minute, wait. What?
I went to a couple proms. That's when I was handsome.
Nigga was prom horn.
Prom horn.
They
Where the
paid
cups
me.
at, Ken?
I went to 4, so.
They paid me.
Yeah, where you put the cups at?
Oh shit, my bad. Homie.
So, really, you want a cup? You want a drink?
I got some interesting stuff. Everybody's all off. I'm on. God damn it.
I'm ready, man.
So, all right, you mentioned the 6th grade.
Met him in the 6th grade. We just, like I said, trading basketball cards at the table. We even have a horrible picture of us with the fucking button that's
Oh man.
me, you, Joe,
And Will
Will.
Switzer.
Will.
What the fuck ever happened to him?
Nobody knows.
Switzer.
Yeah. All of us used to come to the table with basketball cards every fucking week.
Then did y'all trade them or did y'all show
We
each
trade them. Nah, we showed and
shit.
we traded cards cause shit,
Y'all was
we
in
had
the
that.
shit.
Yeah, y'all was in it. Yeah, in it.
Shit.
Yeah, that was like a daily routine when we got to the lunch table. Niggas have a full.
But who was making out though? Like, was niggas making out, like killing them with the trading?
Oh yeah.
Or was y'all just like, yo, I
I got
gotta
a
do
couple
what you
good cards off these niggas before. They got a couple good ones off of me. I still have one. Shit.
Y'all ain't had no MJs.
I don't have mine.
I had
My
MJs.
shits went with an old repo. Them shits been gone. I'm like, damn. I think
Somebody
I'm
made
gonna-
out.
Yeah, somebody made
I
out.
can't find mine.
Somebody
Either.
made
Mine's
out.
got to be somewhere. Remember?
Oh, the
made out.
basketball
I had that
cards.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
I had
somebody
that
made out.
big ass box with like 500 cards in it. And I don't know where them shits is at.
Shit, boy, but yeah, but
I don't have any.
But then we get to high school, and these niggas start rapping. That's when niggas used.
Yo, I got the
Niggas
CD
was
with me and this
trading
nigga in the
raps.
car right now.
when niggas are trading.
Wait, what?
raps.
But me and him, I got the CD in the car right now
Yeah.
somewhere.
Y'all
We
remember
did a
that?
show. Remember we did a show.
Stop the
We did
violence.
a Stop the Violence
Yeah,
show.
we can stop the violence.
Yo,
Get it.
Drake was there
At,
at the Stop the Violence
Club
show.
Extreme, yeah, the teeny
I believe
joint,
so.
the teeny club.
Yeah.
And,
It was
Roger
extreme
Johnson.
back then. I mean,
Yeah,
well, it
extreme.
wasn't extreme back then.
Get
but
it.
We did it where it was extreme, man.
I know we did the one where we went to your show at fucking what was the college? Was it Camden County College? We had
Went
no
to that
clue. We had
No.
Oh, that was another
Bro,
one.
That was Rowan
We
College.
had no clue
Oh,
what
it was
to do on
wrong.
stage.
It was
We
wrong.
had no clue what to do on stage.
Yeah,
Just
I
walk
remember
around the
that
back.
shit. Yeah,
I remember that. I thought we just went.
Niggas-
So shit had happened
Oh,
that day when he was gonna do the show. Something had fucked up or somebody didn't come in, and we were coming to support. And I remember Lau was like, "Yeah, man, fuck it, just get on stage. Fuck it, we don't give a fuck. We just gonna do whatever." And he performed.
Yeah.
We was just there, like as
Yeah.
moral support. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
fuck
cool. Cause
It was
you
a
know
good
what?
time too.
What happened was what happened was originally we had got we did the Stop the Violence mixtape, and then we was gonna do like a tour. So we did like the first show we did was like Club Extreme, and that was like the first event I threw. You know what I'm saying? As like promoter / artist, whatever. So somebody had got a hold of the mixtape that was like the head of like the African American Culture Club
Oh,
at
shit.
Rolling.
Okay.
And it was like, yo, we like this mixtape. We want, you to come with some of the people on the mixtape and come perform. So it was like, they were like, if you can get 3 acts to perform, I think like 8 songs. So it was a couple R&B people, it was a couple other rappers. So we had all came in, like people had like different, like they gave us like our own set basically. Well, I had like 1 or 2 songs with my man Raj, Spades.
Yeah.
And he had got shot like after the first show, but before the second show.
Okay.
So he was in a hospital. Like he's in a hospital bed. He had got shot in the back. He got shot behind Lehigh Manor at the park. And it was like, damn, some of the best songs I got with this guy. You see what I'm saying? So how do I still do it but kind of like make a tribute for him, whatever. So what we did was we had somebody film when we performed at Extreme. So we took the footage and I asked them at Ron, I said, look, my only request, you ain't gotta pay us. We're not getting paid for this. My only request is if I give y'all this VHS footage, can y'all show it on the big screen behind us? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like yeah, that's how far we going.
Damn.
Can y'all show this footage on the big screen behind us? Where it's like we still performing together. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm gonna have the tape set and I'm gonna signal y'all when y'all bring it on. So I did my part or whatever, and then when his part came on, I pointed up at the screen, and then he came on the screen and rapped his part from when we performed at Extreme. And then we had that filmed. We had that whole thing filmed. So when he came home from the hospital, he had went to rehab for a couple months.
Okay.
When he came home
Physical rehab.
Yeah,
Okay.
physical rehab. When he came home from physical rehab, I was like, yo, I got something I want to show you. So I showed him the tape, man. My man just balled down. It was like, it meant so much to him. Like, yo, I ain't know, because we didn't tell him that we was going to do it.
Right.
So he came home from the hospital, you know, beating himself up, like, damn, I can't perform no more, I can't. And then I showed him that, and it was just like, damn, like, that was him seeing himself the last time he performed. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So it was dope. It was
That
dope.
was-
But tell how it all originated, guys. We was all in high school. Do y'all remember when niggas used to write lyrics
I remember.
and pass them shits around in high school?
The books.
The books.
We used to have the books. We got in trouble for that shit.
True lyrics.
We got in trouble for it. We used to write books and make raps in them, and we got in trouble for that shit when the principal found
Writing
it.
raps?
Yeah,
We was
Wow.
passing them shits
We was passing them around.
in high
man.
school. Everybody
But
had
what the
to
fuck
get-
was y'all talking about in these raps?
Whatever
Killing.
we wanted.
Drug
I mean,
dealing.
back then, I don't think it was really like
Stabbing.
violent. You know what I mean? It
I
was
don't know.
cussing.
It depend on what time we talking. 'Cause
Captain
if you talking
Saab.
like, if you talking like 99 through like 2001, then yeah, everybody was on Philly bullshit. Like everybody,
Oh,
yeah, nigga, I clap him up. Like everybody was on that shit back then. Everybody was on some rap.
We
Everybody
used to
had-
be at the
everybody
lunch
had
table.
Stefan banging on the table.
Hanging on the
Yeah,
table,
yeah,
about to say,
yeah,
anywhere,
yeah,
outside,
yeah.
benches, whatever.
He was
It
banging
was like
on
a
the cement.
musical.
He
it
a
was
sick
like
nigga if he
musical-
was banging
listen,
on the cement.
You get a nigga a pencil, a spoon, a quarter, and it sound like you got a beat machine behind you.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Stefan was a beast.
He was a
Stefan
beast.
He was a beast. He was
Where
a
the,
beast.
where the beats at though?
He was a beast.
I don't
He never
know
made
how-
beats?
I don't know.
I
He
wouldn't-
was an actual he
Like a
was in an
drummer?
actual
He was a
band. He was a
drummer.
drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was a
Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
drummer.
People like that
he was
usually are.
nice with it. He
I
was
I'm
thought
nice
he
with
would
it.
have gotten into like
I'm just curious.
making beats as he got older, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he went to the Navy. I don't know if he. I think he like stepped away from music.
I understand.
Yeah,
But that's when we, and then you think about it,
That's,
fast forward,
that's
when we
later in
yeah.
the
Y'all
story.
niggas started making
That's
beats on the
later in the
PlayStation.
story.
I
We're going to
remember
keep
that.
going.
Y'all niggas is making beats on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
Look,
I remember that shit.
Peep
I
this
remember
though.
that shit.
I
I'm
remember
about
that
to
shit.
I'm about to fuck your brain up. Do y'all remember where you heard about that game at?
We was at Cam crib. It was me.
This
Lyle,
nigga
got- he brought it
Lyle
over.
had it.
This
Lyle
nigga.
brought it over.
figured
That's
out
what's so
how to-
funny.
We figured out how to take it from the
You're talking
PlayStation.
about EJ, you're talking about the Magic.
EJ, I think it was on the
It
PlayStation.
might have been EJ.
Because we
Hip-hop
learned
EJ
how to
Magic.
take it
Yeah.
from the PlayStation to the computer, and we was making the beats on the PlayStation,
Yeah.
saving them, and then putting them on the computer.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's what.
Then
see,
I
I'm
then remember I got
I wanted to ease
I
into
had
that.
got,
You had gone to the crib and he
acid.
I bought
Yo.
acid and gave it to the hood, nigga.
Yo,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
like, cool.
Yeah,
What
we all
happened was
had
my man used to make beats on I think he made beats on acid. My man BKB. And my cousin G Hits, he had the Magic program. I ain't like that shit. I ain't like Magic. And somebody put me on the EJ, hip hop EJ. So I was fucking with the hip
Good
hop.
Herb.
I was fucking with the hip hop EJ joint.
Look,
And then
look
I think
at
I linked with y'all and put y'all down with
man.
that shit.
That's
And then next
facts.
thing you know, y'all niggas became a whole production crew off that
Because
shit.
nigga,
Out of nowhere.
we just
Out of
we just
nowhere.
came in there and see you fucking with it. Me and Dre was like, yo, let's fuck with
Yo.
him real quick. We went out and looked and bought.
Yeah.
I bought Magic.
You bought Magics. I
and
bought
he bought
Magics too.
He bought Magic also, but we also had the EJ joint.
Yeah.
But Magic, we was making beats off that shit, and niggas was hearing them beats. We was putting
Yeah.
shit on CD from some fucking weird way. Niggas like, yo, where y'all making beats at?
Dog.
Literally a computer here and a PlayStation over here with these wires in my apartment stretched.
Yeah, when you lived in Coachman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, me and Kev used to be in a production group called
Drain Dash.
Dre and Dash.
I still got some of them beats.
Dre and Dash. Now don't ever have them.
Please.
Don't ever have
Don't
them.
ever have them. Called Dre and Dash Productions.
Yeah.
Because you had to know what we were actually doing. Early, we were terrible.
No, nigga.
But the feeling that you get when somebody hears something that you worked on and say, yo, like even if they was faking, I don't give a fuck, and say, yo, nigga, what the fuck? Yo, let me get that. That feeling is unmatched. It's unmatched. But I just thought that was interesting because I remember that day, we got that from you.
Hey man, listen, man.
it was fun.
Salute.
I'm just saying the roots is deep here.
Yeah, it goes
very
deep.
deep.
It goes way back. I remember the time you performed that. Who was it? Moby Dix before they tore it down.
Is that the one in?
Oh, the Lindenwold.
Lindenwold, yeah.
Behind the train track.
I remember that.
You
You were given that. You were, I think, selling the CD. That wasn't stuff about it.
No. When I had you talking about when I had the album release party. That was 2006. Yeah, that was State of Emergency. Yeah, that's how far back we going. We going back to 2006. It's a crazy story about that, right? So y'all know who Shot Kill from Camden is, right?
Yes.
Legendary Shot Kill.
I do.
So Shot Kill had performed.
What's up, Frank?
He had performed there. This is when Steve Downing was doing his promotions.
Yeah.
So Steve had a show there. Big Smooth
Still
production.
beating niggas up.
Yeah, big smooth production.
He's still big and smooth.
So he had an event there. We had performed there. We had all performed in the car. And I remember I seen Shaquille was like one of the first dudes I seen from Camden that had like a music video. I think what the fuck was the video joint that we had? Urban Expressions. I seen this shit. We going back. I seen this shit on Urban Expressions. Whoa. I was super,
That was Channel 48.
I'm like,
Channel 48. Channel 48.
Yo, I seen this video on Urban Expressions, so when I see him performing in Lindenwold, it's like a big deal to me. Like, yo, this nigga performing in Lindenwold. Like, I seen this shit on Urban Expressions, so I remember after the show, I ran up to him like, yo, man, you dope, man. Fuck with you. I was like, yo, check out my mixtape. And he was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like, I wasn't thinking, because I gave him a CD in a case and handed it to him. It didn't have shit on it. So he's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's my mixtape. So he was like, what's that? And my dumb ass looks, he's like, that's me, I'm a star. He was like, this right here.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, this right here. He was like, I can't do shit with this. He was like, ain't no contact information on there, ain't no cover, ain't no nothing or whatever, man. And he was just like, basically like, get your shit together and just dipped off. Yep. Hopped in the Benz and bounced. Woo, and it crushed me, but it was the best reality check I could have ever had. So you fast forward because that was like 2005. So you fast forward, I'm working on a project, right? So I'm like, I gotta make sure I got a cover, I gotta make sure I do this. So my man Mike Q was like, yo, my brother, DJ P Cutter, is having an event in Atlantic City at the it's shut down, Showboat. Yeah. At the what the fuck was that club? The joint by House of Blues. I forgot what the fuck it used to be called, whatever. But it was a club there. And Shaquille, Ryan Banks, all these niggas was there.
Ryan Banks.
So P Cutter had a new mixtape. It was like all these niggas was gonna be there. So I'm in the club, so I see Shaquille and shit. And then literally it was like them movies. Like, remember Carlito's Way? It was like, remember me, Benny Blanco from the Bronx? Yeah. Like, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. So, yeah. So I get there, I see him, I'm like, yo, what's up, Shaquille? I'm like, yo, you remember me? And he like, nah. I'm like, you don't remember me? He was like, nah. So I'm telling him the situation, and he's like, nah, I don't remember you. So I was like, all right, well, check this out, dude. You performing in a couple weeks, and you performing in Lindenwold at Moby Dick's back at the same place. He was like, yeah, I am. He's like, my manager just booked it. I was like, well, that's my release party. You opening up for me.
Oh, shit. You
know all right. And he was just like, okay, all right. Like, it was just like, it was a change of events. You see what I'm saying? So then we had the party. He opened up. I sold a lot of CDs that night too. That was a good night for me. And
was that the blue CD?
No, that was the black and green one.
Black and green.
That was the black and green one.
It said State of Emergency.
Yeah,
it
was three. It was three of me on the cover.
Yeah, I had.
It was three of me on the cover. So it was like mutual respect. Like, I always had respect for Shot Kill, and I ended up working with him like a couple years later. We did a track together, whatever. And that was the reality check that I needed, though. You see what I'm saying? Because when you young and you hungry, and you just like, when you rapping, sometimes you just want to rap. You ain't think about marketability. You ain't think about networking. You ain't think about none of that. You just want to rap. You just want to just make your product. And he showed me like, yo,
there's more to it.
There's more to it. You know what I'm saying? You got to care about your conduct. You got to care about the way stuff looks. You see what I'm saying? So I started taking it more serious after that. But yeah, that was an interesting story
That's
about
how it was
movie
for us
dates, man.
with fucking beats. It was like, yo.
We just like doing it at the
Remember,
at
because
first.
we went to the studio. The first time we went to the studio, we came
Which
in.
one? Because you know we went to one with him too, right?
Yeah, but
in
remember,
Philly.
in Philly, that's when I had to join. I made the beat that sound like the it was an opera sample. And he was like, yo, I got something different for you. Listen to my man shit. I'm like, yo.
I remember the guy because he
And
did
the white dude, he was sitting there. He said, "You think your joint is dope?"
Faust.
He
Faust
was
was the producer.
He was like, "Listen to this." I'm like, "Shit." But when we went to 420, we took this nigga the PlayStation beats.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Thinking we the shit. These niggas listening, niggas was like, they just turned this shit off. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm looking at Dre like, yo, what happened? Stop that shit. Didn't get through the whole CD, just stopped that shit in the middle. He was like, I see y'all vision, but
yeah,
this shit ain't mixed right. It ain't. I'm like, what the fuck is a mix? This shit sounds iffy. Like you can hear
it ain't a mixtape, nigga.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck are these niggas talking about?
We had a lot to learn.
Y'all intros are too long. Y'all ain't getting right to the point.
Yeah, intros are long.
Y'all niggas tripping. Y'all niggas are like Flex.
Anybody
and
who
Juice.
know anything about music, our intros were routinely 8 bars long.
Yeah,
8 bars long.
That was a long intro.
I'm like, no, we're gonna freak them with this one.
Niggas will get
Wait, how the
So
drums come in.
let me ask you all this. So what happened, man? Because it went from Dre and Dash to, it seemed like Kev was just like, man, fuck this shit, man. And then Dre,
That's what happened.
Dre was doing this thing, and it was like Big Dre beats, and it was just like,
It was
Y'all was like
ARM
fucking
goes to
animal.
jail, and Dre like, man, fuck this shit.
I'm gonna tell you real
Fucking animal.
Yo, can I be real with
That's
you?
what it seemed like.
Can I be real with you?
That's
Exactly what you
what
just
happened.
said is exactly what
I
fucking
had
happened.
I had my son who's 11 years old now. I was in the studio, mind you. I would come.
Wait. Before you continue, he has a son who's 11 years old now who makes beats.
Who makes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Well, go ahead.
And
I'm
it's
sorry.
nice.
Yeah, he's
That's
doing
nice,
nice
too.
with
That's
it.
what's up.
But
That's
what
what's
happened was, how it all went down was, I was going to the studio with Dre. We would meet at the studio at 9 o'clock at night.
Till 3
3
o'clock in the morning.
I would literally have to leave the studio, put my work clothes on,
Oh, and we were renting space at the
and
time.
rent space. I would have to put my work clothes on, hop in the truck, go the fuck to work. That's how it turned out. We had so many opportunities. We were supposed to do the Meek Mill mixtape. Me and Dre was having conflict on that. Like, yo, like, this shit don't sound right. Niggas was hounding us like, yo, y'all gotta get some beats ready. This is before Meek was
This was
before.
Flamers 3.
Yeah.
Flamers 3.
We fucking questioned ourselves at the beats we were making. We didn't submit to that. We had who else? DJ Diamond Cuts. We supposed to submit to that.
I remember y'all was supposed to do a joint for PD too.
PD, yeah, we
The joint
supposed
for
to
PD Crack. Y'all
supposed to do a
supposed to do a
PD.
joint for-
We
y'all had
was
the
supposed to do a
opportunity.
PD.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember PD Crack
Yeah,
guy came to
they
the
had
studio?
came to the studio and you called me about that specifically. Like, yeah,
But
PD
we
came
had
through. You
all
should've-
these
She was
shit.
like, yeah, you should have been
I'm
over here
like,
for that.
Dre.
I was like, damn.
And I love Dre. I said, Dre, just fuck it. Let's just put this shit out. Like,
I don't remember that.
So
how
Dre-
many times I used to say to you,
So
like,
Dre was being Q-tip?
no, Dre was,
That ain't good enough.
Dre
That
was,
ain't good enough.
Dre was a perfectionist.
Yeah. I
He was
mean,
a
I can see that.
Q-tip.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, fuck it. Like, everybody, when niggas would, we would play shit, niggas would open the door, like, yo, what the fuck is that? How many times that nigga just, while we making beats, like, yo, what the fuck is that? I'm like, Dre, let's just submit this shit. He's like, Kev is not ready yet. I said, Dre,
as
that
an
shit
artist,
is-
I will say Dre was very, very, like, selective with his shit. Cause he used to play beats with me. I used to be like, yo, that's fire. I need that shit. Yo, email me that. Put that in the disc. Let's go. He like, nah, man.
It's not done
I gotta
yet.
change.
It ain't done
Yo, I've heard that a lot of times
I
from
gotta
Dre.
fix the
We'll
snare.
be in the
You know what I'm
studio.
saying? I gotta tweak this.
Right.
Back when we
Nothing
was
right.
doing shit with
Like,
More
come
Hungry,
on,
we
man.
get that
Yo,
shit all the
listen,
time.
It was times I was ready to be like with a voice recorder, like, go ahead, play the beat, Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, when we was doing shit with More Hungry, we would even do the same shit. Yo, we be in the studio. Nigga would pick beats
They'd be picking Dre beats like, y'all want that one, and Dre be like, all right, I'm gonna take them home and I'm gonna tweak them for you. And they'd be like, what you mean?
And then you
tweak
never
'em?
hear
I
them
want to
shits
take them
again.
home now.
Dog, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But that's what the thing. It was crushing me. I'm
Damn.
like, it was crushing me. I'm like, yo.
It's called a mirror.
I'm like, we're dope, Dre. Like, and I don't know, maybe he being a professional, me like just seeing like, yo, we got all these fucking opportunities, and we squandered them. So I start getting discouraged. I'm like, I can't do this shit. It's like I'm leaving. My son don't know me because I come home, I see my girl, I literally kiss her, bounce to the studio, still in my work clothes sometimes.
Yeah.
Go there, make beats, literally come home from the studio, hop in the fucking shower, throw my work clothes on, go to work for 14 hours. Get off. It was one time I remember, dog, I was supposed to go to the studio, and my body wouldn't move. I couldn't get off the bed. I'm crying to my girl. I'm like, I can't get off the bed. I said, my body won't move. It won't let me move to go to the studio. I'm crying. She said, just lay down. I said, no. I'm going to let Dre down if I don't go. I'm crying to her. I can't get in the shower. I can't do shit. My body's like, you're not going nowhere. You're done today.
Sometimes you need that break though.
But I called this nigga and I could hear the disappointment in his voice. I'm like, and I felt like shit. I'm like, I can't move. My body ain't letting me move, ain't letting me do it. I said, I let my nigga down. At that, I called him and said, bro.
Which in turns make me feel like shit, because I don't want the nigga to feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
I turned, I said, Dre, I can't do it no more. Dre was better than me. Dre was progressing. I had a family, had a job.
Just think, if y'all had kept progressing and
But
pushing
the thing
through, and
is,
y'all
Dre
had
was
did
progressing
something,
on-
y'all
he
you
was.
wouldn't have had to you wouldn't have to work no more.
Dre
That was my thought.
Dre
You
was
had to work
progressing
to be
on
quite
the
honest.
keys. Like I could hear drums. Dre knew it. I could hear drums. Like I can repeat this shit easily. I can do whatever I want. I wanted cooler Dre sound. I can make a cooler Dre sound. I wanted Dre
It was
beat.
exciting watching and listening to Dre make beats, or
yeah,
or getting that
it was
phone
just-
call like, yo, I just got some hot shit. Yo, when that phone call, yo, I just got some hot shit. I'm like, what? Send that shit.
But Dre
And
shit.
I still got shit from back there on my shit right now.
But
on my
but
drive
Dre,
now.
no, I handed him all my equipment, every piece of equipment I had that was worth
Still using the speakers to
I
this
said,
day.
yo, boom, take that shit. Like,
They survived.
and I said to him, I told him, I was like, Drake blow. I left. Don't put no Drake dash on that shit. Just put
Nah,
Drake
nigga,
on that shit.
my plan was to always be like, nah, nigga. Like, so if something would have popped off, nah, nigga, come on.
And that's what's
Come
up. 'Cause
on,
you ain't
nigga.
had to do that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But my mom said like, nah, that's Drake. Drake did that shit. That's who did it. And I didn't have that drive no more. I just couldn't do it because I'm just seeing these opportunities. I seen the Meek. When I see Meek start blowing, I'm like, damn, we were supposed to be on that. That was our opportunity. All we had to do was submit. I knew we had fire shit.
Where the beats at now?
No, look at the comments.
Pretty much. Like,
Nigga said,
listen,
fuck all that. Where the
listen.
beats
Look,
at
I'm about
now?
ready to be
Who
like,
said
nigga,
that?
let me go through the old catalog and see what you got
understand,
left. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Like,
We had Meek before Meek was Meek. Before Meek was Meek, I'm like, damn.
So
we
no,
could
no,
have been
before he
Ja-
was-
And my bag was out.
we could have been
Yeah,
Ja.
Meek
We
was-
could have been me. Him could have been Ja L Beats. That was us. Think
He
about
was there
that shit.
already.
He was there, but he wasn't Drake.
Y'all could have been like him
Like
in the business
Conway or
working.
something
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we could have been like.
Those of them who know. That's what I said.
That's way. What's good, cuz?
Yeah, let's move the conversation forward.
that shit crazy.
But yo, you understand? Like we had shit falling in our laps. I'm like, and I'm just like, I kept seeing the shit go. I'm like,
Dre had, man, like even when Dre, because I didn't really hear a lot of y'all shit together. I only heard a couple beats that y'all did together. I think I heard more Dre shit like after Dre and Dash. And Dre had some shit like,
he had
you
fire.
remember?
had
Do you remember?
some
We
shit,
supposed to do a
boy.
project called "Trapped in My Feelings." You don't even remember that shit, do you?
But
You don't remember that shit? Because listen,
I
listen.
remember
You don't even, yeah, you
the
probably don't
name.
remember. Because I did the mixtape series. I did Mixed Emotions. I did Mixed Emotions.
Oh, okay,
I did
yeah,
Mixed
yeah.
Emotions too.
What's up, Chris?
And then I started working on some other shit. And around like, this was like around like 2015.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was around the time I was doing the shit. I was trying to do the reality show and all that shit. And it was just
Yes.
like you had sent me the joint, and I'm mad you sent me the John Wick beat too late because I submitted it. I submitted it to the people, and they was like, "Yo, we already got this shit back." I did a song called John Wick on his
I remember
beat
that.
for
Featuring Old Meezy. What's up, Old Meezy?
Yeah. For the first movie, we did a movie. We did a song called John Wick, and we were submitting it for the soundtrack. And
Nigga, I ain't know it was submitted for the soundtrack.
For the actual movie, John Wick soundtrack?
Yeah, it was
right?
it was
Dre,
submitted.
man.
It was submitted. It was submitted. Yeah, it was submitted.
Maybe you should just start submitting shit,
What's up,
Dre.
Crystal? It don't be done.
Yo, what up,
Too
Crystal?
late. It was too late. It was too
It
late.
don't be done.
But
It
the
still
song
ain't
was
done
still-
to
but
this
the song-
day.
but the song was still the song was fucking fire, and it
Yeah, I
was just
love that
like I like the way it came out, and it was the first time that I did a track on a Big Dre Beats, production. So I was like, yo, we should just do a whole joint. Like I like the way this came out, and he was just like, all right, I'm with it. I'll go through, listen to like 25 fucking Big Dre beats. Yo, I like this one. I like this one. I like that one. He like, all right. I'm making a note, and it's like, I don't never hear these shits again.
They never got submitted
give me
to
a couple
you.
days and I got you. Yeah, and it's just like
One non-submit ass nigga right there,
and then
boy.
I feel like once
Finish it.
I feel like
Dre,
once
it's safe
Dre-
to say that you're the reason that we broke right now.
I might just be.
You're the reason
I
that
might
we
just
broke.
be.
Dre's
not.
I ain't gonna let y'all niggas. I ain't gonna let y'all niggas kick my back in. Listen, when that would happen, so like it'll be beats that I'll play you some shit that I'm like, yo, I fuck with it, I finished it, I did this, but it's like it might not.
He needs to change the snares.
I gotta change the snares.
my thing is, man, fuck that. Give me the beat now and
listen,
change that shit.
exactly. I was about to say, can't you
Give me
fix that
at
later?
least let me write to it. You know what I'm saying? It's
All right.
like I'm only hearing it
Yeah,
when we
what the
sitting
fuck is
down.
that?
I got a
He
question.
Like, he like letting you hear shit.
I got a question. Is
Fuck,
that
giving you
is
an
that
orgasm and shit?
is that John Wick song? Is that John Wick song unreleased?
Nah, I put it on a project. I put it on a project.
Okay. You
Yeah,
should put that out after this episode. I want to hear that.
So what happened? What happened was
Oh, goodness,
like 20. That was 20. That was like 2015. That was like 2015.
Yeah.
What happened was 2013 to 2015. I was in a very, very dark place in life.
Word.
Going through a divorce and shit, and I start working on. I did this project called "Look What You Made Me Do." Probably like the best project I did.
I remember that.
And then after "Look What You Made Me Do," it was like it really got real with the court battles and shit. So it was like I did another project called FYF, which is "Fuck Your Feelings," and I had already did. I had already did the John Wick song, and the plan was to do our Fuck Your Feelings, and then it was gonna be a follow-up project that was gonna be called Trapped in My Feelings, and that was gonna be a project that was gonna be all produced by this guy. You know what I'm saying?
That'd been nice.
And it never happened. You know what I'm saying? It never happened. I'm not gonna say it's Dre's fault because we kind of lost communication with each other.
It's
you know what
probably
I'm
my
saying?
fault.
But that was something that we was gonna do, and it's crazy because it's like Dre sent me another track. He sent me another track that was like it was a sample. I forgot what it was a sample of, but the beat was fucking crazy. And the only thing I regret about that track was where I went and fucking recorded it at. And no disrespect to my man Aaron KPJ.
Oh, damn, we're not
Same.
I'm keeping.
We can't edit that live.
I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. Like
Damn, Jay fucking up.
Shout out
that-
to KPJ.
Shout out to KPJ doing this thing in Atlanta. That beat was different. Like Dre was used to at the time. Like Dre was known for making like trap beats, 808s and shit like that. That was like some soulful gutter shit, and it was different for Dre. And it was like definitely in the lane that I fuck with, but I went to the wrong studio recording it because that like him at that studio, he was great at mixing and mastering one type of music. Like some studios, like if you make like trap music, mumble rap, stuff like that, like they good with doing that.
Gotcha.
But if you make some hip hop, some boom bap type shit, some lyrical shit,
Right.
they ain't, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So it was like I regret not re-recording that at the studio that I was going to. But the reason why I did it was because he had a situation where he was working on a album. But one of the stipulations was he wanted everybody to come to his studio and record at his studio. At first it was he was gonna make all the beats, and you had to use his beats and record at his studio.
What?
And then it was like, people was like, nah, man, I don't know. Then it was like, all right, well, you ain't gotta use my beats, but you gotta record at my studio.
Yeah.
And it was just like, the song was dope, but I just didn't like the way it came out. You see what I'm saying? And so it was just one of them things where it was like, damn, like, I never re-recorded that song, and I thought that song was a dope ass song. So technically, I got 2 songs that I did that Dre produced, but it's only like one that's actually out there.
All right, speaking
One
about
that's active.
No, speaking about your producer, you used to have a producer. What was his name?
Which one? What, Soundcheck?
Sound
That's my
Soundcheck.
man.
Sound.
So that's my.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen him
Sound-
in years.
Actually,
still around.
Soundcheck.
The
Soundcheck
respect
was
that I
like-
had for that man, though.
Mm-hmm.
Soundcheck had a lot of soulful.
Mhm.
lot of soulful
Mhm.
beats. Soundcheck was nice. When I used to hear Soundcheck shit,
I'm about to tag you.
when we was both making shit,
Oh yeah. Oh no.
it was a
nigga.
competition.
We can sit there like this, like.
listen to Soundcheck shit, like, oh, me and Dre like, yo, we gotta go to the studio tonight.
That's the
Yeah.
best inspiration though.
That's
You
how it
write
should be.
directly.
That's
It's not
he
necessarily
was
y'all,
out-
y'all not necessarily like going against each other, but y'all still competition.
That's
You know what I'm
what
saying?
he was my
Because
man.
obviously it's money
When I
involved.
heard
You know what I
Sound-
mean?
Yeah, I was a fan.
So you know what's crazy? His start is the same as y'all's. Like as far as making beats on the PlayStation and shit. Like I remember he was like he was always like a big J Dilla high tech
Yep.
Yeah,
type
you
fan.
tell- you
And
tell
he
by
used to
it.
be like, yo, I think I want to start making beats, this and the third. So I said, yo, why don't you get this program? Why don't you get one of these programs and fuck with? He fucked with Magic. Magic was his shit. So actually the beats he made for me,
Magic
the
had
beats,
good shit.
yo,
on
the
it.
beats he made for me on that State of Emergency album, they was all made on Magic. He
Magic?
didn't buy.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like he started on the PlayStation with Magic, and then he bought it for the computer, and then he started doing it on his laptop. That's what happened.
I did buy Magic for the computer. Remember I had Magic?
Yes.
What up? You
I
don't
had
have what up,
that
Chet?
shit,
We
yes.
talking about you now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I had Magic for the motherfucker.
crazy.
We're gonna have a conversation about that.
I started making better beats when I transferred to the computer.
Yeah,
on
that's
Magic.
what-
I was making some
We were
good
we were
shit.
doing PlayStation, and then I spent all my birthday money.
Huh?
Yeah, because I bought that
You
asset.
had
I
to
spent
have it
all
done.
my
That's-
birthday money on
that's
that.
what- that's what
My
we
dad
recorded
bought me
at
a
your crib,
computer.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My dad bought me a computer for Christmas. My dad bought me a computer for Christmas, and I spent all my bread that I saved up on acid, and then I downloaded it, and then we put that code on everybody's computer.
Yeah, we did.
But I'm the only one that had the mic set up and all that shit. We had a regular headset,
Yeah, man.
and we was in there. We closed the
you
door.
couldn't tell us shit at
No, you
Kev
couldn't
house.
tell us
We was in that
shit.
joint like,
And we
man,
would wait till everybody would
tell
go to
us- you
work.
couldn't tell us
It would be
nothing.
very, very rare, like if my dad was home. And then even when he was home, I know he could hear us.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't never draw out on us. You know what I'm saying?
His dad
Good looks,
was
Pop. I
good.
appreciate that, yo. He ain't never draw out on us.
You couldn't tell us shit.
He was
back then,
listening
man.
to our music, you know what I'm saying?
I do
He
remember
was
that.
fucking with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he used to tell us to, you know what I mean, do our thing. And he ain't never fucking like draw us or
Discourage you.
nothing.
None
Yeah,
of
none of that. None of that.
The reason why we laughing at this is because I didn't think about any of this shit until right now.
Yeah.
Like for real, like think about
It's a
exactly
lot of
what he was
history.
doing. Yeah, it's kind of
a lot
crazy.
history. Check got started just like that. He started with the Magic. Matter of fact, the first beat that he gave me, I did a diss track to. I actually dissed E and J, the other producer.
I remember A&J too. I
Yeah,
remember them.
I dissed them
Oh,
on that
E&J, I remember
joint
E&J.
because what happened was, you remember
E&J.
Eric
Yeah,
Jones and shit.
yeah, I remember
Yo,
E&J.
rest in peace to Parmjet, man. Jay died. He was murdered a couple years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
I remember.
He
definitely
was murdered in Camden.
I definitely remember.
But what happened with them was I used to cut Eric hair, and Eric was like, yo man, you know, me and my man we making beats or whatever, and I was like, well, you know, I rap, and he was like, word. So at the time I think my mom was living in she was living in Avondale. So he lived in Avondale West. So we met at my mom's crib, they came through, they played me some beats and shit. And it was like, they was like, yeah.
We was there.
Y'all came through.
They did the party song. They
Recorded
did
in
the
the
party song.
garage.
Yeah, we was in the garage. It was all four of us.
I recorded that whole album in the garage.
I remember
I
that.
recorded that whole
I
album.
They did
remember
that. They did the party song.
in the party.
Yeah,
joint.
they did
It
a
was
party
all-
joint. They did a couple joints on there. Like that album, that first album was E and J, Soundcheck, and it was the dude from Voorhees named Unanimous who did like one or two joints. And then I want to say like my man Mike Q might have gave me a couple joints. So
I remember
so it
Mike
was
Q.
all
Yeah,
so it was all local production that I had for that first project. And it was like what happened was E and J
I remember
They
I remember that being in that garage.
like it was some shit where we was talking about I think the next project. Like I wanted, I was working on a lot of different projects at the time, and Jay was just like on some other shit. Like he was just on some like Hollywood type stuff, and I was trying to tell him like, yo, you have to you gotta crawl before you walk. Like his whole thing was like, yo, I want to make a beat right now. That should be done in 20 minutes, and a motherfucker just give me $80,000 for it. And it's just like, bro, you only been making beats like a couple months. Like it shit just don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta perfect, you gotta perfect your sound and shit like that. So I was trying to put him on that. And it was some verbal shit, and I think what it was. Dude was like, well, he told me he could rap better than me. He was like, yeah, I make beats, but I rap better than you. He was like, oh, word, okay. So yeah, that was the reason why that this was me. And what's crazy, like I didn't see him from that was like 2000. I didn't see him from like 2006 to probably like 2009, 2010. Like I didn't see him for a very long time. And I bumped into him at the studio I was recording at. And at this time, we was older and shit. I seen him at a couple shows because he used to rock with my man E Mac. They had a squad called Yacht Club, and we seen each other. We crossed paths at a couple shows or whatever. And then I hadn't seen Jay for like I don't know 5-6 years. And it was like maybe like 2008. He pulled up at the shop like, yo, here go. No, it was E. E was like, yo, here go a beat CD. He was like, I still make
E
beats.
was the chill one.
Yeah, he changed his name to Mr. Jones.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was the chill one.
He changed his name to Mr. Jones. So he changed his name to Mr. Jones. He dropped me off a beat CD and was like, yo, do whatever. So I did a couple tracks to it. But I know they split up. They were still cool, but they split up. And then I just found out maybe like 6 months ago that Jay was murdered.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
See, I remember that whole meeting in the garage. I think me and you,
I remember that.
Me and you was new to the shit.
We was brand spanking.
We was
they were
brand
doing
new.
their thing.
Because E and J was ahead of us.
Because it was supposed to, the way it's supposed to be for me was my production team was supposed to be Soundcheck, E and J, Dre and Dash.
Yeah, we was.
That was
new.
awesome. Like
we was new. We was just hearing
I
this
felt like
shit.
that was gonna be like that was gonna, and then later it was 100 grand. Mike Campbell, salute to him. He was.
Shit! God damn!
Mike
Yo,
Campbell.
I remember Mike used
100
to
grand.
Mike used to play his motherfucking CD.
He produced.
I just saw Mike
in the barbershop.
I just saw Mike at the gym.
He
like,
produced So High
8 months ago.
He produced
Mike
So High,
used
my
to
very
play
first
his
music
shit.
video.
Mike
Yeah.
used to play this shit in the barbershop.
Mhm.
So I would get tired of Mike playing this shit in the barbershop. So I would come to the barbershop, get my shit cut, and I would bring CDs
We
that
gotta have
we
a fucking
did.
round table.
And
shit.
we gotta have
a round
that nigga barbershop was your competition.
I don't
you
even
paying for
remember.
your haircut?
I don't even remember how Mike started making beats, bro. I don't even remember how I found out because even Joe Coleman was making beats too.
I remember
He was
Joe
my
was
cuts.
making
But I remember
beats.
Joe. Yeah, Joe was making beats, and it was
Yeah.
just like, well, Mike was making beats. Him and Soundcheck were like the soul
Yeah,
dudes.
and
You know what I'm
Soundcheck,
saying?
but Soundcheck had
forgot about
He was using 100 grand. Well, Mike was using fucking what was he using?
I think Mike was using Reason.
Reason. I think
Mike
so.
was using
He might have been
Reason.
using-
'Cause
No,
that's
I
what
think
we
he
heard
was
about
using
that.
Loops. He was
No,
using
we
Fruity
was using Fruity
Nah,
Loops.
bro.
I think
Mike
he was using
no,
Reason.
Mike was using Reason.
I think he started with Fruity Loops though.
But
might have.
Yeah, I think he started
he
with
transferred.
Because
to
we didn't know what the
Reason.
fuck that was until then, I think. Reason?
Yeah.
We didn't know what
that
Reason was. Mike put me on Reason. Mike was
Right.
like, he made all his beats on Reason.
Yeah, we gotta have a round table with all the niggas who
Me
used to
and
do
Mike,
this shit.
Mike would come. I would come to the barbershop. Mike be playing this shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. So I would get a CD.
Yo,
I
my
would
shit
get
was
a
dope.
CD. My shit was dope.
My shit was dope.
I said, hey, Mike,
It's
put
just
my,
that his shit.
put my shit on right
It's
now.
just that like Mike shit used to like it'd come in a certain way, and then it would just be one loop.
Yeah.
And that's how his shit was. I felt like with Chet shit was so organized and his shit was clean.
Chet-
You see what I'm saying? And we had like
Clean
that.
but dirty.
Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
You gotta know what that means.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like
Crack.
we had a different type of
You don't
we
understand.
had a different type connection. See
You
what I'm saying?
understand how
Different type
much
connection.
Chet pushed us. Chet would play a beat. And I would hear
Nigga,
Chet
Chuck
beat.
said so high beat made him mad as hell.
Chet beat. Chet would play some shit, and me and Dre would sit there and listen like it's dope. We would get in the car, be mad as fuck.
Yes.
Like this nigga.
Yo, and it's like a
Nigga
gift
did.
and a curse because it's like you gotta appreciate good music, especially if you're in that business. You can't deny what's great. You know what I'm saying? So when you listening to, you're like, God damn, that's fire. That
Yeah.
motherfucker. How
That's
dare
how it
you
was.
with
Like,
the
this
audacity
nigga-
to make
yeah.
this
This nigga-
motherfucking heat.
Yeah.
You nod your head with disappointment in yourself, like, oh my God, I gotta come with some fire shit. This nigga is out here doing his work. But that's the joy of the craft. Like even back when we was rapping and we listen to some shit, you be fire, and you be like, damn, that nigga done dropped some damn fire. Even if you're on a track with somebody and you're featured on and you got
Sounds
a verse
supposed
on
to be.
somebody and you hear that shit, how many
then-
times did we write something and we go on a track and you hear that nigga speak something, you be like, nah, yo, I got to rewrite this. This is not happening. I got to kill. It's not happening, bro.
And it's like, yo, you know what? Like, all of y'all was making beats, and I don't know if it was like that Chet was making the beats like the fastest
Chet
or
was
what it was, but
He had a method to his madness.
he was coming to me with these beats, man,
Just-
and it was just like, yo, it was bringing out the best in me. Like, I've always been one of them dudes that's like, I'm a go with where the music tells me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play a beat, like I could be like, yo, I want to do a club song today, and I got to go through a trillion fucking club beats in order for me to do it. But if I just sit there and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just listen to some beats, and you play me some shit, it's like, all right, I'm gonna tell a story on this joint, or I'm gonna talk shit on this one. And then I actually go with it. But with Chet, it was just different
Check had
because
story shit. Check
he had
something.
story shit like
Yes.
like when I even go back and listen to some of that shit that I did, I'm like, damn, I don't even know what mind frame I was in when I wrote that shit. Like,
Check had
like it was,
story.
Put
you
you in
know what I'm
that
saying?
shit like,
Like,
I
it's
gotta-
Check kept us
I gotta
on-
kill this shit.
Check kept us on our toes. Every time I heard Check shit, I would look
He
at
said,
Dre
all y'all.
like,
He said, Dre and Dash, Cuts, 100 Grand, E and J all push me. Yeah,
nah,
he said.
Check, you pushed us so
Yeah.
fucking hard. I would hear Check shit from you, I would get so, I'm like, this nigga did it again.
Did it again.
Did it again.
You know what?
You're like, is he
I'm
doing
like,
this shit on
nigga-
purpose?
I'm
nigga?
like,
Just
Check
to us?
did it again.
Did
I'm like,
it
Dre.
again.
I'm like, Dre, you hear this nigga shit, Dre?
Fuck that nigga, let's go.
I'll be like, let's go. Yo,
No, we have
every
the
time we
respect
heard
we had
Check,
for each other,
every
man.
time we heard Check shit, I mean, it's 3 or 5 in the morning. Knowing I gotta go to work in 10 minutes.
That shit, it was a
Man.
beautiful
I
time. bro.
love when I
we
heard
got
Check
the
shit.
2000, we got the 2008 when I did Hip Hop for Dummies.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
I remember like, I used to go to him like, yo, I want you to sample this record. I want you to sample that record.
Yo,
And
Check
then
had-
he'll do that shit and come back, and then it's like, yo, this is what I can. I think one beat, this nigga sampled that shit 3 different ways. It was like, the fuck? Like, nigga, I'm using
that
all
was
3 of these shit.
the
yo.
skill.
Like,
Yo,
I need
I
all.
ain't gonna lie,
Like,
Check
for real.
can sample his ass
for real,
off.
for real.
Hell yeah. Yo, was he using an MPC?
I think he used the MPC later. Like, yo,
Later,
you use
yeah.
MPC? Yeah, I think he used the MP
Yeah.
later.
I know he sampled from vinyl. I know he sampled from
Dad
vinyl.
had mad records, man.
See?
His dad had mad
He had a
records.
leg up, you
He had
son
a
of a
whole-
bitch.
Yeah,
whole-
Check,
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
had
yeah,
some,
whole
yo,
basement.
Check had some
Full of
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
vinyl.
And
That's
it's
the
crazy
cheat
because
code.
he still, because like he has like I haven't had a Check beat for like Check is on his Dr. Dre shit. Like
He
I
gonna
don't
make you another one.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, I ain't get a new computer yet, or my computer had crashed, whatever it can be. Like he's still sampling, he's still chopping shit up, whatever. But he got a lot of shit. I
So
know
you
in the
waiting.
stats. You know what I'm saying?
You
I'm
waiting for that
listen,
shit.
man. That's gonna be my last project. Like, the whole
Okay.
soundtrack,
Okay.
man.
So-
The whole soundtrack.
So, all right, we did a lot of talking about the past. Let's do a little bit of fast forward and just a little bit, okay?
To the
So
end.
we know you had a
I was having fun though.
I like to say an illustrious, for real. I like to say
I
an
remember all
illustrious
that
music
shit.
career. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of mixtapes. You know what I mean? Plenty of shows. You've graduated to becoming a well-known tattooed / ink
Enthusiast.
magazine
Oh yeah.
owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Owner. You
Owner,
know,
there we
business
go.
owner in itself.
Switch the hats.
So why don't you give us a little taste about how that journey became and how you got to dive into the magazine itself?
Well, doing music, and then was going to a studio out in Pensacola. Salute the Tracks Trigger and Don Michael Jr. Screwface Studios.
Oh yeah, he's still.
I was going there,
Still going
and when they was in Cherry Hill off 70 before they got to Pensacola, like way back. And when they moved to Cherry Hill, Dev Wade and opened up the studio. They had like all kinds of chicks coming in and out of that joint, man. Like all kinds of models, tatted up and shit like that. And I used to, I'd be looking, and then at the time, I think like Urban Ink magazine was popping. I used to read. I used to read
Urban
them.
Ink, where that?
Yeah.
I remember that. Where was that?
Who the fuck knows? Anyway, I was reading them shits, and I would be like, yo, why the fuck they don't never tell the story about the tattoo artist? like they got the models. They talk about how many tattoos you got. They got the rappers, Lil Wayne and all these niggas. I don't give a fuck about your album coming out. Who the fuck did these tattoos? Because some of these shits is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And some of these shits look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
I'm
it's
about
like,
to say,
why aren't we hearing the story of the tattoo artist? So I was like, man, if I did a magazine, you know, I would tell the the tattoo artist story. So now we like, I don't know, 2010, 2011. I don't know if y'all remember, but Chet Sharp came out with a magazine called 856.
I think I
You know what I'm
remember
saying?
that.
Came out with a magazine called 856, and it was, remember they had like the top 25 South Jersey rappers, and it was a big controversy over the list. Rappers is mad, niggas on there.
You know how it is.
They saying he from Sicklerville, this nigga really from Pemberton. You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of bullshit with that list. So I seen the magazine, and I'm like, looking through the shit, and I'm like, man, wait, this bitch ain't got no belly button. And they airbrushed her belly button. And shit. So I'm flipping through the magazine. I'm flipping through the magazine. I'm flipping through the magazine, and I'm like, yo, if I did a magazine, my shit would be better than this. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about the tattoo shit. I'm thinking about the hip hop shit. So I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, that's just an idea. So then I'm getting tattooed. I'm in Pensacola, and my man, Mr. E, one of my tattoo artists, has tagged me. And he was like, yo, man, you got this whole ink and hip hop thing on lock, bro. And it just right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like ink and hip hop, man. So what I did was I called Dev. I said, yo, I'm gonna set up a session for me to get tattooed by Mr. E. I need you to tattoo me. I need you to take pictures of me getting tattooed. So he came through, he took the pictures while I'm getting tattooed and shit. And I told Mr. E, like, yo, I'm gonna do this magazine, right? I'm not saying I ain't gonna do a magazine. I'm gonna do a cover.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have a photo shoot here, you're gonna take pictures and shit like that. And I was like, and we gonna have a cover made, and depending on the feedback, I might go through and do a real magazine. So he was like, all right, I'm with it. So the cover of the first magazine had me on it. And it had, Mr. E, the East Coast Mr. Cartoon. I knew that was going to be controversial because Mr. Cartoon is very
from
respected.
LA, right?
He's from
Yeah,
LA,
Mr.
very
Cartoon,
respected.
I know
You see what I'm saying?
Cartoon
So
does
this is
everybody's
when I
shit.
start learning marketing strategies of what to say to grab people in, and how media can manipulate people and shit.
Okay.
So it was like Mr. E, introducing Mr. E, the East Coast Mr. Cartoon. And it was like, I spoke on an album that I had coming out, the one which I never dropped. I'll get in that later. And then it was like some other shit or whatever. Like I think Trey Thomas from the Eagles, I was cutting his hair at the time. Like he said I can use his name or whatever. So
cool.
Talked about his joint, whatever. So it was like the cover came out. We put the cover on Facebook. And niggas went crazy. Like, yo, this shit is fire. Like, where can I get this magazine? When this shit drop? So now I gotta make it happen. I have to make this a reality because so many people are like, yo, this is fire. Where can I get it? So now I'm like doing my research. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about this. I don't know nothing about paper, whether if it's matty, whether if it's gloss. I don't know about none of that. I had to learn about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then it's like, all right, well, I got the name, I gotta get a logo made, you know what I'm saying? It's like all of this shit I gotta do, but the most important thing is I need content.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? I need content. So I had to do my research. I had to learn about tattoo artists and artistry. I had to learn about the machines. I had to learn about the shading. I had to learn about whether they use rotary machines or not. I had to know what the fuck I was talking about. So when I go to these conventions and I'm interviewing these tattoo artists, I have to ask them, so what's your favorite style? You like black and gray? You like traditional? You like old school? You like new school? Like, so now they like, oh, he knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I can have a conversation with tattoo artists and y'all be looking at us like, the fuck are they talking about? Just like I can have a conversation with a barber and we can talk about clippers and shit, and certain people are like, the fuck are you talking about?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn about that culture. And when I went into that culture, everything was just, I'm gonna take a gamble. Yo, I'm gonna go to tattoo convention and I'm gonna just start interviewing people, and that's what I did. And then I went to one and it was cool. And I called my man. I said, yo, I need you to follow me with your camera. We're gonna go to the convention. Went to the convention and I was interviewing people. And then what I did was I got every tattoo artist at the end to give me a shout out, like, yo, this is such and such from whatever tattoo magazine. Whatever tattoo shop. Shout out Ink and Hip Hop magazine. So now I go to a convention, I get 30, 40 drops. You see what I'm saying? Now I drop the video and all the tattoo artists are shouting it out in the beginning. Right. Then you see me walking around the convention, you see me interviewing people, you see people work, you see B-roll, all of that.
Right.
So I already start building up you know, how I wanted to present what it was I was doing. So now if I'm talking to you online and I'm like, yeah, we got Ink and Hip Hop Magazine, you know, we want you to do an interview, whatever case may be, or you gonna be at the convention. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at the convention. Well, I'm gonna send one of my representatives, you know, to come see you, whatever. Because now I'm speaking as Earl.
We are about to say, we already know Earl.
Now I send them the footage like, yeah, this is my guy, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the one that's gonna be interviewing.
Before
me.
you continue, did Earl have a picture? Did you have a picture of Earl?
I had a couple pictures that could have been Earl. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I remember seeing a picture, dog.
They weren't clear.
And I was like, what?
They weren't clear pictures or whatever because I didn't want people to know. Like, this is the
Crazy story, right? The way I didn't want people to know that the owner of the magazine was black, I came across a tattoo artist that was like that. There's a tattoo artist named Tony Scientific from DC.
Okay.
Fucking work was amazing. You never seen this dude's face. You never seen his pictures. You know what I'm saying? Always seen his work. All the white tattoo artists always praise this man. Tony Scientific. Oh, his work is so amazing. Like they reposting this shit, whatever. Like did great work. So I'm in Maryland. I'm in Baltimore tattoo convention, like 2012, and my man Nick Cat, white dude from White Plains, New York, Skinscapes Tattoo Shop. He did my grandfather portrait. My grandfather and my grandmother on me or whatever. And I'm looking like, Tony Scientific. I see the fucking banner. I'm like, Tony Scientific is here? And he was like, yeah, Tony's right there. Fucking black dude, glasses, fucking headlamp, doing tattoos, fucking face shield looking like a surgeon. And I'm like,
Scientific.
that's fucking Tony Scientific. Because I've seen his wife. His wife was on the book. She was a white woman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I see his wife or whatever, and then I see his work, and I see other white people praising it. So I assumed
He was white.
He was white.
Yeah.
Where I was wrong, but I never seen a picture of him. You know what I'm saying? So when I met him, it was like, yo, so we talked, and he was like, the reason why I don't show pictures of myself online is because I want people to judge my work, not me by my skin color. And I said, that's how I feel with the magazine.
Absolutely.
I want people to judge the product, not who's running it. You see what I'm saying? So we linked, you know what I'm saying? We linked and we became cool. We've been good friends ever since, man.
That's what's up. That's dope.
That's fucked up about America, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it
true.
is.
Y'all niggas, y'all just see us being
Y'all
black.
niggas.
No, fuck niggas is
It's the
not.
truth.
Niggas
It's a
is
shame.
not a description of how your skin complexion
When used
is.
by black people, it is a noun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Y'all
Nigger means ignorant person, don't know nothing. Don't mean your skin complexion. You could be nigga. I say nigga, it could mean a white person. Y'all know what y'all saying, but we gotta hide ourselves in order for y'all to accept us. And then when y'all see who we are, y'all like, damn.
We got good work, nigga.
I thought you was somebody else, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
Nah, I'm me.
Nigga.
Nah, I'm me, nigga.
It's just fucked up that you gotta hide who you are.
It absolutely is.
I remember.
Makes
I
me
remember
feel
going
like
to the first Ink and Hip Hop Magazine
party.
show. Me and a very good friend of mine, Pam, showed up at that joint, and it was very colorful.
Yes, it was lit.
It was definitely
All the
fucking
colors.
lit.
Yeah.
Had a good time. I left there on. You know what I mean? We were showed a lot of love.
Yeah.
We seen a lot of
Did you
people.
get sucked up by a tattoo white bitch?
No, I couldn't say that happened. But I tell you one thing. What up, cuz? I tell you one thing. It was definitely colorful in there, and a lot of people were there. It was a lot of support. You got a lot of free shit when you walked out that bitch. That was love. You know what I mean? And I had a great time, you know, seeing people I didn't see in a while.
Nobody got
I
sucked
was in a
on
relationship
by a
anyway.
tattoo white bitch.
A hand job, my nigga?
It's terrible,
Did you
bro.
at least get a hand
This nigga
job?
is
Like,
terrible.
I was in a relationship at the time anyway, so
What a relationship got to do with a hand job?
a lot. I was
I
my own
don't
hand.
think it's cheap. Dog.
You try to explain that to your girl. See what she say. Hey, look, you see the man like,
Yeah, you ain't
yeah, I set you up.
ain't getting away with that one.
Yeah,
She touched my
hell,
dick. I was
He trying to get you
intoxicated.
to
Nah.
fall. He trying to get you to fall.
Nah,
Yeah.
listen. She touched
That's
my
the
dick.
first
I
time
was
Cam
drunk,
gonna
I
ever
couldn't
get
fight her off.
suplexed by a woman.
I couldn't fight her off because I was drunk.
So,
You ain't never get suplexed by a woman?
Never. I did. Yo, where's
You missing out.
if you're around here getting suplexed by
I got
women,
suplexed by a chick.
you been sitting now. You been suplexed by women, Trey.
I got suplexed by a chick. She gave me some pussy.
Oh, she suplexed.
She raped
She
you.
raped
She
you.
raped you.
I ain't that type of bitch.
That was that old woman he was talking about, like when he was young.
Dog, right.
That old woman
First
shit.
of all, this nigga's a cool 6'5".
Right?
To see him get,
Yo,
to see him
in order for her to suplex you, especially if you're in the house, your feet gonna drag across the ceiling.
Ceiling, my nigga.
You better not have been 5'7", yo.
Nigga, no, she was getting 5'11".
Your
My
feet gonna
hit the
drag the ceiling.
My feet said, on the ceiling.
He got marks on the ceiling like a gymnasium when you skirt a little bit, just black marks up there and shit.
I had a
barefooted. Barefooted.
He got paint stains on his fucking calves and his ankles and shit.
about cheating on me, I can suplex you.
Oh my god.
Shit, and then did it to let you
Shout,
know.
yo, shout out to Black Cherry. Man. This ain't got nothing to do with her, but it just reminds me of her being able to suplex somebody.
All right, so
We gonna
an illustrious career proceeding from the music to the magazine. Now, at this very point,
No. Now go back.
What
What happened to the show, man? We had the show.
All right, so let's talk about that, the reality show. Because
Shit,
that was
yeah.
tied, that was tied into the magazine. So what happened was we did the first I did I think like 6-7 magazines. The first magazine was 2012, and then like I said, like 2013, I went through the separation with the first wife, and it was a very dark place for me. So by like 2013 to 2015, there's a lot of shit that's a blur. So it's a lot of relationships, business and personal, that got fucked up, and I apologize to a lot of people because a lot of shit I just wasn't in the right mind frame. But what happened was 2014 was when I had people that was around me that was saying like, yo, you need to bring the magazine back. You need to do just do one more. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to do a South issue and stuff.
It was a good idea.
And it was one of them things where like when you're going through the darkest part of your life, and you're not able to be there for certain people the way that you were, whether it's financially or whether it's like morally, to support them or whatever, you start really finding out like who really fuck with you and who really don't.
Yeah.
So now it's like you start having issues and people turning back on you, and that's what happened. Like 2013, like it was like everybody start turning. Like it's just crazy. And I think when like me and the people I was creating the magazine with, from writers, editors, photographers and shit, like we start having our issues because when you're not 100% focused, some people will try to sit up there and take advantage of that. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So it'd be like, all right, Kev got a detail business, right? Kev gives me a job. I'm working for Kev's detail business. So somebody's like, oh yeah, man, somebody detail my car. Oh yeah, my man Kev, he got this business, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I work for him and whatever. Then by the 15th person, you be like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We got this detail company. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like by 30, it's like, yeah, I got this detail company. Like this is what niggas do. So this is what was happening with me. Wow. So it started being to a point where people are working out deals to get people in the magazine that I don't even know, but they know them, and it's kind of like some shit where I gotta pay for it in the back end. So let's say you're, the last magazine I did with Dev Wade was the Asia Sparks issue. So Asia Sparks. That magazine, I never met Asia. I never talked to her. Danny Garcia was in there. I never met her. Gilly the Kid was on the cover. I've never met Gilly. I never met none of these motherfuckers.
You met Gilly, nigga. Everybody met Gilly.
These are people. No, I never met Gilly. Like I've never met him in person.
But you put him
so here's my thing. No, I didn't put him on shit. You see what I'm saying?
No, but you had to.
Yeah. So it's one of them things where you get the offer.
We're gonna talk off air because I think I know what you're talking about.
You get the opportunity to have somebody like Gilly in your magazine, like that's cool. But you find out that there was deals that were worked out where people are like, yo, how you feel about Gilly being on the cover? All right, cool. All right, bet. Yo, Gil, you on the cover, but in exchange, I need da 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 da.
So they got paid.
So they
No.
They was busting deals. They was busting deals, and you was paying it.
No, it wasn't
You was
about
paying for the deals without knowing what it was.
It's for the good look.
It wasn't about somebody else getting money off of those situations. What it was about is it's like, all right, Gil, I'm gonna do this for you. You do something for me, type shit, right?
Yes.
All right. This here is going to my man. My man getting Gil on the cover. But here's what I gotta pay for that. What I gotta pay for that is, yo, listen, Gil, I'm having a party. I need you to do this photo shoot. I'm gonna get you on this magazine. When the magazine drops, or whatever is going to be at my party, and you come, bring all your people, and they can cop the magazine. Meanwhile, yo, Elijah, I need you to pay and make sure you have copies of the magazine pressed up by my party.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So what's happening is like, I might have even been like, yeah, because I'm not in the right mind frame. I'm going through my own shit.
Right.
But then when I start waking up, like, wait, what? Like, hold up. You told them what? So then it's just like, well, bro, you don't even know my situation. So what if I'm not?
But you have to do that.
Yeah. So now what ends up happening is it's done. The work is done. You see what I'm saying? The work is done. I had to still pay for the work. I still had to pay. I had to still pay for editing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now some of the pictures and stuff I might not have to pay for, but you start realizing other people's agendas. So then when you fall back and you say, nah, fuck it, I ain't going to the party, and I'm not gonna have the magazines by the party because I technically don't have to. It's my fucking magazine. I didn't talk to these people. You see what I'm saying?
Mike.
So
I can't hear you.
So now what ends up happening is they're not able to get what they want. So now they look bad. So now it's, you know what, fuck them, fuck that magazine. Now diss songs come out from people that shouldn't even be making diss records towards me. You see what I'm saying? Like, shit that don't make no sense, because if it's like, if I diss them back, it's like, why are you dissing the photographer? Like, it doesn't that doesn't make any sense. So what ends up happening is like, you get to a point where it was like, fuck this shit, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. But a lot of it is because you're not in the right mindset. You see what I'm saying? So then when you get those people that are positive, that are in your inner circle, that are rooting for you, and they like, yo, listen, you can still do that shit, but why not do it with a whole new staff? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why not do it with a whole new staff? So then that's what I did. So I went back to the drawing board. I went back to the drawing board. So I got new editors. I got new graphic artists. You see what I'm saying? I got all of that shit, and then the comeback magazine was the DJ Alamo magazine. So when we did DJ Alamo issue, that was like the rebirth. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck. They can
Yeah.
say nigga
Yeah.
name.
So it was like this. So
Shout out to DJ Alamo, by
So
the
what ended
way.
up happening was DJ Alamo, we came together. I was like, yo, we're gonna do a mixtape. Boom, 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 boom. And everything start working itself out. And then it was like even certain models was like turning. Like models I worked with in the beginning. Like because now when certain people got an issue with you, they try to turn other people. Yeah. They try to turn other people against you. So now it's like, so now what ends up happening is you do the next magazine. It's successful. You got DJ Alamo, you know what I'm saying, on the cover. You got new models that you introducing. You got all of this shit going on. So now what ends up happening is you get to a point where it's like, fuck, I've got to work with this motherfucker again. Like I gotta work with some of these people from the beginning.
He's still around.
Because there's now certain visions I have, and only they can make those visions come to life.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like fuck. So now you make amends with these people. You know what I'm saying? You make amends with the people that you had your issues with. Y'all say y'all speak y'all piece, whatever the case may be, and pretty much, you know, shake hands, and it is what it is. Like now I'm only going to fuck with you if it's business.
Right, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't no you my brother, ain't no we cool, we BFS and all this other shit or whatever, because you showed me, you know what I'm saying, your character, you see what I'm saying? So now it's just like, we only gonna deal with each other on some business shit. So now what happens is, we get to the reality show. So we get into the reality show, I went to Texas, in 2014. And
we gotta talk about that song because I really like that song that you did when you went with that video that you did.
Yeah. So I went to Texas. Well, that was 2015 when I did that. But I went in 2014, and in 2013 I had flew some models from Texas up here. We did a photo shoot. Man. I went out there, and when I went out there, they were showing me around. We was talking, and they pitched the idea like, you should do like a Ink and Hip Hop reality show, kind of like Love and Hip Hop, but it's Ink and Hip Hop. And it's not like Black Ink. It's not like, you know, what's the name? So it was a dope idea, and how we had did it was we took we were gonna do half the show up here, based in like Jersey, Philly area, and then I had people in Texas running shit down there, and we were going to combine and cross the shows, similar, to what they were doing with Love and Hip Hop. So my man, Tony Tats from Twisted Tattoos in Camden just opened up a new shop in Sicklerville. So I said, yo, let's do a grand opening, let's do a casting call, whatever the case may be. We're gonna do that, and then it was a dude named OG Poppy out in Arlington area who has a shop, and we was gonna do the same thing there. So I had like models coming through, DJs coming through, producers, like singers, all type of people coming, telling their story, whatever. So we were filming all of this stuff in both the places, and then we decided, well, we're gonna do a hip hop challenge. So that's where you came in at.
I was there.
We was at KPJ, and that was dope. That was my favorite part of the whole
That was
thing.
really
Like,
dope, yeah.
like we had rappers come that we picked from the casting call. We had a studio session lined up. Dre made like 3-4 beats, and they had an hour to write and record a theme song for the show or whatever. And it was dope. It was real dope. My man Prince Akeem won. He had the Indian hip hop joint.
He's still doing his thing, though.
He's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
It was dope, and it was just like everything was kind of moving nice. Then it was just like all the fuckery started happening. It was just like my man who was filming here was like, "Yo, bro, fucking lost the footage on the SD card and shit," and it was just like, "Nigga, what?" So it was like all
I
of
ain't know that.
so it was like all of the photography
Damn, that's
shit,
harsh.
like all the pictures and shit I had. I still got them, but it was like the video shit. That shit was gone. So then I'm like, damn, like,
Because we had reactions.
yo, we
and all
had
that shit.
all of
Like,
that
a lot
shit,
of
bro.
stuff.
Then
That's
it was
crazy.
just like, all right, well, at least I got the Texas shit. So Texas, they send me like a USB drive with like all of the pictures from the photo shoot with the models. They send me like behind the scenes shit because I'm paying photographers and shit that I don't even know down there because people I trust
Right.
that is
Running
handling
that
that
shit.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the same shit happens with the video footage down there. Like somebody did the work, jerked somebody, whatever. So, and then it was like you had models who had got pregnant. And then you had models who got more tattoos, and they was on some other shit. And then I had a situation going back to the DJ Alamo magazine where a model tried to sue me. The dumbest situation ever, man. Like
I ain't know none of that shit, bro.
model tried to sue me because she had what the fuck is that? What's the shit product she had? Sickle cell.
Sickle cell.
She had sickle cell, and she didn't really have a lot of tattoos. So what happened was she said that she came to me and said, "Listen, I'm a model. I was in your magazine, or I wanted to be in your magazine." She was like, "Can I be in your magazine and can I talk about my disease? Can I talk about sickle cell?" You know what I'm saying? And talk about how I'm fighting, I'm a survivor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So we put her in the magazine.
Okay.
Gave her a photo shoot, makeup artist,
That's
all
dope.
of this shit. 2-page spread, talk about, what's happening. Magazine drops, she loves it. Well, she gets to around her aunt, her girlfriends, they read the magazine. They like, yo, all these other models, these models are in here and they're talking about how, they are modeling, but they're going to school for nursing or this, that, and the third, and they're single moms and they're taking care of it. And they're like, and you on here looking like a little sick girl. So she let that get to her head.
Okay.
And next thing you know, I'm getting like all of these harassing inbox messages on Twitter. She's slandering me. She's slandering the magazine. On Facebook, like I end up having to block her on all of these. Like she's going to fuck in like on some crazy shit. And then like I get a phone call from this like prepaid legal lawyer. Like, yo, she's trying to sue you and blah, blah. And like the magazine had just came out. So he was like, yeah, man, she said that, you guys pressed up like 350,000 copies of the magazine.
Nigga.
And she wants a percentage because, y'all are
Who the
slandering
f-
her
from
and
who?
all of this shit. Like, it was like all of
That's
these
crazy.
crazy fake numbers. Bro, it was like so much bullshit. So the agreement was like, it was like the magazine that she purchased at the release party. Like we only had like 100 magazines at the release party. So he was like, listen, you can't do nothing about the magazines that are already sold. If there's only 100 magazines floating around, you can't do nothing about that. He was like, but any other magazine that you have, he was like, I need you to destroy them.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He's like, I need you to destroy them. He was like, and then we won't. He was
Not
like,
even take her shit out.
He was like, but no, this is the deal. The agreement was like, yo, either you replace her. He was like, either you replace her with somebody else, and then you can still do product, still do, pressing of that same
Yes.
issue,
Yeah.
just remove her. He was like, or he was like, you're gonna have to, like, it was a cease and desist order. Like, you have to stop moving this magazine because she wants to take legal action. Like, she says that I said, well, I still got the original audio recordings of what she said. Like, everything that's in there is what she said, word for word, quoted. So it was a tough time because I'm like, damn, I never went through no shit like this before. And I'm saying to myself, like, I ain't even in the position of having money and motherfuckers is trying to get you. So it's like all of this is just bad timing. You see what I'm saying? It's like a domino effect of fuckery. So we replaced her. I replaced her with another girl from Philly who I didn't know at the time also had sickle cell.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's bullshit.
So listen.
You
Now
gotta
check
be
this out.
kidding me.
Here's the thing with her. She didn't have a lot. Like, she had like this one crazy like thigh tattoo, and I had this idea. I said, well, you don't have no tattoos, and ink and hip hop is about art all around. I said, so how do you feel about, in a nice way, how do you feel about getting naked and being body painted? You know what I'm saying?
cool.
Because your leg is tatted, so you could show your leg, but we had the top half of your body painted. And she was like, all right, I'm with that. So we did that, and that's where doing it, because originally it was just gonna be, we're gonna take some pictures of you and put them in a magazine. It really wasn't about an interview.
Right.
And then she was saying, like, she was there. She had her mom with her. She was saying she was getting the chills and stuff. She needed to take her medicine. I'm like, taking medicine? Like, she was like, yo, I got sickle cell. And I was like, oh, dude. So I said, well, let me ask you this.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable talking about it in a magazine? She said, yeah. I said, now, is sickle cell a disease? She said, yes, it's a disease. That was the other girl's issue. She said that we called sickle cell a disease in the magazine. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't like that. But
What
it's like,
the fuck is it?
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was
No
a
disrespect to
big,
anybody
it was a
with
big,
it.
it was
Yeah,
a big,
no disrespect.
it was
That
a
shit
big,
don't make no damn sense,
it was a
man.
big conflict,
Yeah,
man. So it's
yeah.
like, I got people trying to sue me. I'm going through a divorce. I got the people I started with acting, on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like people losing my footage, whatever. So I just got to the point where it was just like, I can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That brings you to the next chapter of your life. Battle rapping. Where you at
Well,
right now?
all right. So,
How did you get there? How did this start?
Starting a league.
all right.
League of your own, but
So,
just
so we get out of the magazine phase, and 2015 comes around. Well, 2014, like when I was finishing up the Alamo magazine, I wanted to do a battle event, but I hadn't been really in the game for so long. So from 2012 to 2015, in between working on shit, I was going to battle rap events, seeing these leagues, seeing them start, seeing them, seeing the talent and stuff like that. So when 2014 came and working on the Alamo, I called my man LaCarb, like, yo, I want to do a battle rap event. Because he was a cameraman for all of these different leagues.
Right.
And I knew he had intel. And he was like, nah, bro, I ain't fucking with these leagues. I ain't doing. I said, listen, bro, the only way I'm going to do a battle rap event is if it's with you. You're the only one I'm going to do it with. If you ain't in, I'm not doing it. Like, fuck it. He was just like, no. So he kept turning me down. So 2015 comes, and I'm just like, I can't do this. Like 2013, when all that shit was going down, I went to Atlanta for a little bit and came back inspired and motivated. And that's what helped me do the Alamo magazine. 2015 came after dealing with all that bullshit. It was just like, I need another trip. So I go to Texas. And I went to Texas, shot music video, finished the album, and I did Look What You Made Me Do. And then it was just like, all right, I did the album. Once I'm getting like maybe almost a year after the album is out, I'm like, all right, I want to do something else. Like, I'm working on another album. I'm always gonna work on music, but I want to do something else. Like I need something else. I feel like my purpose is somewhere else. So my man hits me like, you still want to do that battle rap event? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to still do the battle rap event or whatever. So now we working on like just doing an event. The plan was to do one event. That was it. We're gonna do one event. We're not no league, no nothing. We just want to do an event. And I want to take certain things I learned from the tattoo world and apply it into this. Like we used to give awards at the tattoo events, like best small black and gray, best color, like some type of incentive. So I said, well,
Right.
I could do that with battle rap. Battle rap, these motherfuckers don't get no awards. They don't get paid. None of that shit.
Right,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna start. Don't battle tonight, body tonight, all that shit, whatever. So we applied that into the first event. First event went good, and they was like, yo, what's the name of y'all league? And it's like, nah, it's just Ink and Hip Hop Magazine and BYOB, which was Build Your Own Brand. That was his thing.
Right.
Like we just came together and just did it. So by the time we did the second event, we had E Ness, they was like, yo, y'all gotta become a league, and it was just like, all right, so
I was there.
It was like, so what do we? Yeah, you was there.
We
It was
were all
like,
there.
It was like, well, what do we call this league? So it was like, my man was like, let's call it Walking Dead Battle League.
Oh my God.
And it was just like, it was like, I don't know. So we going through these
That
different
ain't
names.
right at all.
We going through these
Rick
different
was like,
names.
nah.
We going through these different names, man. We going through these different names, and then it was like, well, shit. My slogan is Step Your Ain't Game Up, so why don't we call it Step Your Ain't Game Up Battle League? But then my man was like, I like it, but it's too long. That's a long ass name. Step Your Ain't Game Up Battle League. Like this shit too long. So he was like, let's abbreviate it. Let's call it SIG-U Battle League, and that's what it stands for. So it was just like, all right, cool.
Okay.
So we did that, and then after the second event, which was the ENS event, I said, yo, we gotta get belts. He was like, man, that shit gonna be wild. I said, nah, bro. I said, yo. I said,
Nah,
I
if
said,
you
yo,
in the
I
battle
got
rap,
this.
you in the wrestling.
I said, listen, I got this. I said, I got this vision.
Let me stop you real quick. Why Lie getting these belts? Lie was a big fan of what we used to call back in the day wheelchair wrestling. WC,
Wheelchair wrestling.
WCW.
Oh, okay.
I was
okay.
WWF hardcore.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
all we
We were
talked about.
WWF, he was WCW.
Even WCW.
I was ECW really back then. I
Even
remember
EC, but even
I was WCW, like,
Even
especially during
I
the
called it
NEC
wheelchair
championship.
wrestling,
Yeah.
but that's where the belts came from.
Yo,
Let's get back to
so look. So what happened was this. Like, I'm going to these events. I'm going to Philly. I'm going to Delaware. I'm going to New York. I'm going to these different places, watching these battle leagues, and it's like, these shits is like battle rap get-togethers. They're not really events.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, if I rap and you my man, you gonna come through to support me because you my man. But these motherfuckers don't realize like marketing and all of that to bring outside people. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I understood. So I wanted to kind of take it to another level. Like, when you go to these events, the best feeling is leaving saying, yo, the experience was dope.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, my experience was bad. I heard some good rapping, but my experience is bad. Because I don't drink, I don't smoke. Y'all motherfuckers rapping, drinking, smoking, blowing smoke all on my face, and I'm going home, eyes fucking burning, I smell like weed. My wife looking at me like, yo, fuck you been at? You said you went to go see some niggas rap. You coming home smelling like the strip club and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, well, when we do our events, or if I was to do my event, I would do these things different. You wouldn't be able to smoke in the building. You could still drink. You know what? You can get food. There wasn't never no food at these
Right,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
Niggas was hungry, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I looked at all of the negatives that I seen at battle rap events and was like, I'm gonna throw, my spin in there. So at our events, we start doing that. So then by the time we got to, before we got to the third event, because there was a huge gap between the third the second and the third, because the second was like July, and then the third wasn't until like October. So I was like, yo, we should do the belts. And my man was just like, how the fuck are we gonna do that? And that's not gonna work, man. And I was like, yo, listen, I said, the plan is for us to have a belt and inspire these other leagues to get their own belts. Right. And we can have our champion and they go against their champion, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it was some shit like that. Other leagues wasn't with it. They didn't.
For real?
They wasn't with it. I reached out to other leagues, they wasn't with it. I get the belt made. I said, fuck this. I'm about to take a chapter out of the wrestlers I watched growing up, nigga. I'm gonna be a heel. So I showed up to the fucking events with the belt in the bag. I'm like, Jake the Snake, I got this bag. What the fuck you got in this bag? Whip the belt out, throw the shit over my shoulder. I'm walking around. They like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, who do he box? Do he like, who the fuck is him? This nigga walking around with a belt. Yo, can I hold the belt? So they holding the belt. They're like, yo, this shit heavy as a motherfucker, whatever, yo. Now they taking pictures with the belt. I'm at another league's event taking pictures of all your top rappers wearing our belt over their shoulder, like, yeah, I'm the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All of this shit. And I said, listen, we having a tournament. $500 the winner gets, and you get this belt, and you get a big name battle. Niggas is like, oh, I'm with that. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was the thing where it was like, but here's the catch. You got to pay $25 to get in. You know what I'm saying? You pay $25 to enter the tournament. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it ended up being a thing where they was like, all right, bet. So they paid the $25. I paid $25 with a chance to win $500.
Right, you're
All
going to take that.
So we had the rounds mapped out. Like first round, you get a minute. Second round, you get 2 minutes. Third round, you get 3 minutes. And then the final round, it'd be like 4 minutes, whatever. So people were like, all right, well, I'm only going to have like 7 minutes worth of material. Like, all right, bet. So many people jumped on it. And it was like one of them things that introduced our league to so many other people. You see what I'm saying? Somebody won, they got the belt, they got the money, they got the name, and it worked itself out. So now it was like, all right, well, fuck it. These other leagues don't want to have belts. I'm gonna get other belts, but I'm gonna take my time because what I noticed was a problem with leagues like URL and RBE and all of them. They only got one YouTube channel.
Okay.
Y'all throwing all these events, y'all have all these battles, but you only got one YouTube channel. So with one YouTube channel, it slows the process of being able to distribute the product. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, for example, take away the fact that they have an app now.
Yeah.
They're dropping battles now that happened last summer. These battles are like a year old. You see what I'm saying? So you got people waiting like a year to watch a battle.
To see a battle.
So my whole thing was,
I'm not even interested in that.
we're going to get more product and put it out faster. You see what I'm saying? We want to become the Ralph Lauren of battle rap, and this is why I use them. If you go to Former Mills, you can get some Ralph Lauren shit. It might be cheesy, but it's still Ralph Lauren shit. You know what I'm saying? You go to Macy's, you can get it. You go to JCPenney, you can get it. You go to the mall, you can get it. It's gonna be different levels.
Right, correct.
So whether you got $20 or you got $200,
black label.
you can sit up there and you can get it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's still under the same umbrella, and that's how I wanted it to be for us. Okay. Not like, yo, you gotta be super elite. Like my whole thing was like, it's about the opportunity. A lot of people, they like knocking at the door, nobody letting them in. So it was like, all right, well, we got a league. So another dude had a league, and it was kind of going decline. And I said, yo, why don't we merge? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right, cool. So we got his league. Then it was a dude out of Chester who had a league, and he was doing bad business, and a lot of people didn't fuck with him. They liked this platform,
right?
But they didn't really fuck with him. They liked his platform because he had mad bitches at his events. Like I don't know where the fuck he was getting these chicks. They was like models and shit. So he was getting mad models and stuff to come to his events, and a lot of the dudes had liked it. So this is where I pulled my wrestling card. I used to see this dude named Maul Casanova always over there, and he used to wear all these different wrestling shirts in his battles and shit. And he used to act like he was a wrestler and shit. Like pay homage, I'm the household name and all this other shit. Like he was a character, right?
Okay.
So I said, all right. So I went on the page. I went on our page. And now we're a league, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to pull the NWO moment. Y'all just stay tuned and watch the move. So people like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, tomorrow at 4:00, whatever, right?
Promotion.
I go on their page and invade that shit. I got the belt. I'm like, yo, y'all top dude over here is fucking garbage. He's trash. And I will be in the building at y'all event this weekend if anybody got to say anything to me about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Who am I? Doesn't fucking matter. You'll know soon. And then I get off the live. They're like, who the fuck is this? So now everybody from that group comes to my group.
Okay.
Like, who the fuck is this guy I think he is? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I did what I was supposed to do. I went to the event. I pulled up with the belt. People looking at me like, yo, that's the dude. He got the belt. So niggas like, yo, salute for coming through. They showing me mad love.
Yo.
Like, yo, this is dope. Whatever you got, yo, can I still get in that tournament? Because this is all a promo run before the tournament.
Right.
So the tournament comes, a lot of these motherfuckers want to jump in it. So the league start growing up. So then I reached out to the owner. I said, look, man, you got a dope league, but your events, you got to work on getting your booking better and some things. Like, let me help you.
Okay.
He was like, all right, cool. So we worked on something together, and then it went from that. Like, I don't want to do this no more, bro. I'll sell you the league.
Oh, shit.
Sold me the league. I bought the league. I didn't even want to buy the league. I just wanted to help him out so he can do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? He sells me the league. We buy the league or whatever. And now it's like we have to change the name because the name that he had got so much bad feedback. He had so much bad stigma under that. So now it's like, well, what are we going to change the name to? So because it was KO Battle League, Knockout Battle League. So it was like, well, let's change it to SIG-U Philly because it's based out of Philly.
Okay.
We do that. Oh my God, man, the backlash and hate from that. Oh man, fuck that. Dude ain't even from Philly who had that league. That nigga's from Chester. Man. We ain't having this shit. So that ain't like,
it's close. It's close.
So listen, it's so much backlash that we dealing with over changing the name to SIG-U Philly that they like, nah, y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't having no event down here, and we come clap that shit. And they just talking crazy. So it's just like, all right, so what do we do now? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, well, let's change it to SIG-U KO BL. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
long
yeah, it is long though. So then it was just like wanted to do because it was like they did like this panel shit. So it was like all of these league owners from Philly. Like first of all, I reached out to all of them personally. Like, look, this is what we thinking about doing. Is everybody okay with it? Everybody was cool with it. The only person that wasn't cool with it was a fucking battle rapper. He wasn't even a league owner. So he was cool with his league owner. Was like, nah, man, them little niggas can't come here and they trying to monopolize. They take shit over there.
Yes, we are.
So
Yes, we are, nigga.
So look.
The
So
fuck
what
you
ends up-
mean?
So what ends up happening is, dude, renege like, nah, man, nah, yo, y'all want to have like, if y'all want to have events here, cool, but we ain't cool with y'all calling them sick, you Philly. You see what I'm saying? Now here was my commitment and promise to the homie who I bought the league from. His whole thing was like, yo, none of these other leagues in Philly are booking my guys.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem selling the league to you as long as you make sure you give my guys plates. You see what I'm saying? Let them battle. You know what I'm saying? Look them out. So this is what we did. I said, all right, cool. I stay true to my word. I booked those same guys in better matchups.
Good.
Y'all other leagues wasn't fucking with them anyway. Then they want to start booking them after we get, you know what I'm saying, we get the league. So it went from fuck that, we sticking with Sig U Philly. So we did one event in Philly. It was cool, but I was just like, nah, I ain't really feeling it. Like,
Okay.
like I ain't really feeling it. So we have to go back to the drawing board. Like the Sig U Philly shit ain't it. So then it was like, we need something universal. Push your pen battle league. So that's what this stands for.
I was wondering that the whole time.
Push
So we got here.
your pen battle league.
Before you get to that, you had one of the most controversial.
Oh yes, we gonna talk
Oh, here we go.
in rap battle league
And this
history.
and this right
With a
here,
white battle rapper. That shit made
national. I mean, I seen that shit on
National,
everything.
yeah.
Yes.
Every podcast I listen
Breakfast
to
Club,
popped out. Donkey of the Day,
TMZ,
TMZ, motherfucking
Don Diva, Hot 97,
everything.
Source Magazine, Complex
So
Magazine,
live.
Wendy Williams,
If
Yeah.
you know White Wolf is White Wolf.
Nah.
William Wolf.
William Wolf.
William Wolf.
William Wolf, William the White Man Wolf.
Yeah, we gonna call him the White Wolf
We
today.
will call White Wolf today.
Mm-hmm.
This white man took it upon himself to go into a battle. To say,
Live.
Just live. Just say the word that y'all pretty much fucking banned from saying.
Mm.
I'm gonna let the man that had
Yeah, we got to
the
let you
lead-
tell that story.
We gotta let you tell a story because motherfuckers tell a story however they want to tell it. We gotta get it.
When
from
I
the
was
source.
listening to Drink Champs and I heard Nori talking about that shit, I was like, my nigga Lime made it. That's the first thing I said.
That's not the way niggas
I
wanted
know,
it to be.
I
But
know, but it's
crazy.
funny as hell because I'm at work and I'm hearing him talk about it. I'm like, these niggas don't even know.
y'all
This
know
is
You know what's
my
wild? Yo,
nigga Lime.
you know what's
Tell
wild?
this
Yo,
whole
you know what's
story.
wild? Like people who I know that don't even fuck with battle rap reached out to me like, yo, son, this shit is everywhere. Like,
Everywhere,
like,
yo.
It was crazy. So, all right, so this is what happened. Like William Wolf, just coming off winning Rookie of the Year. You know,
Sorry, you
white
gotta-
dude.
White
You know
Wolf,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
William Wolf, dude reached out to me, said he wanted to battle. I gave him an opportunity. He battled here. Probably had like 7, 8 battles, and you know, definitely was one of our top prospects. Somebody who really was down for the league, loyal for the league to a certain extent, and he had ran into this dude Avenue C, the guy who he battled. They was at an event somewhere, and they was just talking about, you know, if they ever battle, whatever the case may be. There's an interview clip of it, but it's not the whole interview clip. I want to say the part that's missing. I want to say Avenue said, "You look like the type that would say the word nigga in the battle or some shit. I think it's cool." And he said, if we battle, I would say it to you. Because his angle was always, I love saying shit or I love doing shit knowing nothing's going to happen to me. That right there has pretty much been his slogan. You see what I'm saying? So he will always say on his battle, like, I love talking shit knowing nothing going to happen to me. Whoever case me, that was always his thing. So what happened was, this was like maybe like the summer of 2019. They were somewhere. They had this conversation. It was filmed. And I think it was before they were booked. So what happened was, he was like, yo, I would say it. And basically, you ain't gonna do that. He was like, yo, you say it, I'm gonna steal you. And it was recorded. So you fast forward. All right, so Push Your Pin Battle League. Like I said, I own 5 leagues, and I don't have time to do a lot of the shit that I used to do. So my girl, Jay Ashley, salute to her. I put her in charge of doing the booking for Push Your Pin Battle League. And the first assignment that she had, as far as doing a full card, was the January 18th Killer Be Killed card. So because she knew the history of these dudes and they, you know, they was talking shit, and the dude Avenue C is in a squad with her fiance, my man Yo White. She decided to reach out to them and book the battle. So she comes to me. She says, "Yo, I booked this battle. How you feel about it?" I think Wolf is probably gonna win that, but I mean that's a battle that you wanted to set up. All right, cool. William Wolf is coming off winning Rookie of the Year on this league. You know what I'm saying? We do Rookie of the Years, every year for the rookies. And out of the new guys, he was the most consistent. So what then happens is what then happens is Wolf, I guess, let people in his squad and people not in his squad hear his round or his rounds. Because it was a 3-round battle. Some of them, he let them hear the edited version. Some of them, he let him hear the explicit version.
Bruh.
Some people said, "Nah, bro, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't use that. It's not smart."
They were his
You know what I'm
friends.
saying? Then some people were just like, "Man, whatever, man. Go ahead, man. Like, you talk like that regularly. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. You see what I'm saying?" So what happens is, they go to do the battle. And if you watch the footage, he says it, he gets punched, and he looks to his left, and he looks to his right at his people like, yo motherfucker said it wasn't nothing gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like wasn't nobody gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it was. But hold on, but in it's weird, in his defense, he was kind of set up. And this is why. If y'all aren't gonna know the people I'm talking about because y'all aren't in tune to battle rap, but there was everybody talks about the dude in the blue, that Stampede, like that was one of his mans, whatever, who stepped up to defend him, and his whole mindset was, yo, like that was my man. I don't give a fuck what he said. Like you punch my man, like I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
Go. Yeah.
Now the other dude who was on the other side who had the cup, he was a dude that was in his team, and this is where he felt like Pac, they set me up type shit, because he was one of the guys that was like, yo, go ahead and say it. Right. But that same night he switched sides to be on the squad of the dude who did the punching. So it was kind of like the dude who did the punching knew that he was going to, he was basically informed. Right. Like, yo, he's definitely going to do it. Now, I think that, I don't think Wolf's intention was to get punched to create the moment, but I think that the reason why he said it was to create a moment and bring attention to the league. I don't think it was that type of attention. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's pros and cons. The pros are that situation got media attention from every platform. That is the biggest thing to happen in battle rap history. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the negative part is the league still has not got the recognition like it should. And the bad thing about it is in battle rap, the negative is positive, the positive is negative. So y'all talk about this dude getting punched for dropping the N-bomb. He's not the first to do it, and he won't be the last to do it in battle rap. A lot of white dudes do it, and they get away. They don't, you know what I'm saying? The culture picks and chooses who they want to scrutinize. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My issue is positive is negative, negative is positive. So all your media platforms that talk about this white dude dropping the N-bomb in a battle and getting punched in the face. But y'all won't talk about last June when we did an event and we raised 630 pounds of food. You know what I'm saying? See that's my issue with the culture. They pick and choose what they want to bring attention to. They never want to bring attention to the positive. If you watch RBE battle, Sharon versus Chef Trez, which is out now. Sharon, the white dude, like he kind of reenacts this shit or whatever, but he's like making fun of it. But the point that he's trying to prove is that, yo, it's crazy that the culture gets recognized for something negative. Right. Like that. And all these media outlets want to talk about battle rap when this happens. But when it's, just the sport of the lyrics, the rhymes, the talent, they don't want to bring attention to that. You see what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part.
I thought that would be, battle rap will be the next evolution of hip hop, because
I think it's still on its way.
It's not on its way. And I say this because hip hop started off as a DJ taking break beats from disco records, right, and just spinning them shits back and forth. The DJ was the main thing. You would have a rapper come in off of these break beats and rhyme. Yeah. And off of that, eventually the MC started coming to the forefront because they came to get an MC, but you still had the DJ getting these break beats and these little sections of these beats to play. Right. So I thought, saying how evolutionized from the DJ to the MCs taking the forefront to the DJs being non-existent. Battle rap is the battle rap is a new thing. I don't understand why battle rap is not taking hold at these bigger entities not saying, you know what? Rap is getting diluted. Rap is really getting diluted by all these rappers with the SoundCloud rappers and all this. Why not promote this thing that is still raw? It is raw. And
Well,
it's
So what about that
It's
cat?
hard-
What about that
I'm
cat?
about to say it's hard to appeal
so here's
Because that was my question.
here's the thing about that. The best rappers in the world right now are in battle rap culture.
Yeah, they are.
The best rappers in the world. What is fucking battle rap up the same as that way is fucked up mainstream hip hop is money. You know what I'm saying? Money is what's fucking it up. Because now battle rap is the new music industry. The leagues are the labels. The battle rappers are the artists. You see what I'm saying? The leagues are the labels. The battle rappers are the artists. So when it comes down to like South Jersey battle rap, I'm like fucking. I don't want to say Suge Knight. That's a bad example. But I'm like 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 50 Cent. Like I'm gonna just put it that way. I use 50 Cent. But the bottom line is what happens is a lot of these guys have different battle rap goals. So some people just want to rap. Some people just want to rap. Like I just want to rap. I just want to talk shit. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about getting paid. I don't care about views. I don't care about fans. I just want to talk shit to my opponent. I just want to rap. Some of these other niggas, they want to be famous. They want a bunch of views. They want hoes. They want all kinds. They want groupies. Like these niggas want to live the rock style. Like some of these dudes in battle rap, they are the shit in battle rap. But then they go home and they're nothing. Like they ain't shit. Like some niggas, all they have is battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what ends up happening is you have to ask yourself, when you're a business, how do you market these guys? How do you promote these dudes? Now some of these dudes make themselves marketable. Like the homie I was telling you about earlier, Maul Casanova. Like he knows how to market himself. Some of these other dudes, they need a push. You know what I'm saying? They need you to market them, you know what I'm saying, for them. But then you got some guys that they're hard to work with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are unprofessional because because my thing is
White Wolf.
The game didn't start with there being structure. Because when I came into it with a business mind, I'm like, why the fuck is everybody so unprofessional? And a battle rapper told me like, yo, think about it. Nobody ever showed us. Nobody ever. Nobody ever. You know.
Do you remember the original? These niggas was battling in clothes shop. These was just niggas that was just hot in the city. Yeah. That nigga would come into local clothes shop and battle. Some of the clothes shops I've been into, they just those spots in the fucking hood that stole merchandise off the back of the truck and sold it in their fucking store.
Facts.
Right. That was
so they would get these niggas. I got a nigga hot from Harlem. Okay, I got a nigga hot from Brooklyn.
But that was just that's when they would go.
I'm gonna bring these niggas to the shop.
Jay-Z, Big L.
That's back in the
that's a little different. Like it was more like
it was a battle.
Like back then it was more like, all right, my man from Longside is better than your man from Lemonwall type shit. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna bring
and yo, we gonna meet up at the CD mixtape spot and they gonna battle, and that's what they did.
And it was just a nigga with a camera.
A nigga with a camera, your smacks. Your Conditos, you know, you had all of those type dudes.
Shout out to Condito.
Shout out to Condito. You had all of them dudes that was filming them Jones, getting interviews and shit like that afterwards, and like battle rap then was a little different. Like the DVD era really wasn't battle rap. The DVD era was niggas spitting long ass verses over
Yes,
the beat.
yeah.
That's what that shit was. Who versed the longest? Like nigga, you spit for 14 minutes on a beat. You know what I'm saying? Outside of a car.
I don't know,
you
man. Cassie and Freeway was a little bit different.
Now that was different. That was a battle, but that was also like
Freeway. They didn't tell Freeway though.
Who verse was better?
They didn't tell Freeway.
But at that time, at that time, you remember like them dudes was hungry, so they didn't really care about it. Like, they was hungry. They had just got deals, or they was working their way to try to get a deal.
Right.
So it was whatever. Like Freeway would have battled 20 niggas a day with all the verses from his first album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't really matter. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it now, in the league era, like the league era is a little more organized, it's a little more structured. I ain't gonna say it's a lot, but there's still a lot of organization. You know what I'm saying? That needs to be, you know what I'm saying, handled, because you got battlers that are agreeing to battles and they're not showing up. They're not coming prepared. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
I've seen that.
It's a lot of different things. So now you got to ask yourself, all right, you're a sponsor. I want to sponsor this battle rapper, right? Okay. I'm watching your battles. I see you in the footage smoking weed. I see you in the footage drinking.
Forgetting your lyrics.
I see you, you know what I'm saying, not remembering your shit. Do I want to invest my money in that? Is that the type of product that I want to have represent me and my brand, depending on my brand?
Nope. You are the next evolution of hip hop. Think about it. Big, one of the biggest artists out there. When Diddy had Big was still busting traps in the process of getting booked and not getting on with Diddy. Diddy saved him a few times. You watched the documentary, but you gotta think, battle rap is still at its infancy. Who wanna take over? Is it gonna be again I don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas get mad when I'm gonna say this. Is gonna be a bunch of old white Jewish men taking over how they did with rap?
It's possible.
Or is it going to be brothers? Or is it going to be brothers that you have? This is the next evolution of hip hop, battle rap. Because I'm not going to downplay it. Rap now is getting fucking diluted. Niggas still want to hear bars. You want to be able to be like, let me play that shit back.
Bars and theater.
Let me play that.
Because that's what it is.
A lot of shit is missing. I mean, the storytelling aspect is missing. The creative, like all of these fucking songs sound the same. It'd be the same beats. It'd be the same fucking flows. And it's just like some people are tired of that. So people that are tired of that, they usually turn to battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And battle rap is great. And now with leagues like Verbal Warzone, where you could battle on beats. Matter of fact, I'll be back. In the ring. I'll be back in the ring soon. I got a battle coming up. You know, when you have these different platforms that are displaying the competitiveness, it's different because these dudes you hear on the radio, they're not competing.
No,
not at all.
It's one. You can play all the music right now and it'd be one giant mixtape. It wouldn't switch. You can play all their music and line it up perfectly, and it would never. It would be a constant. It's the same shit. Constant flow.
So what about that? And I don't know too much about the deal, but the whole caffeine thing with URL.
I mean, that's a URL situation. I mean, clearly, you know, Caffeine and Drake and seeing, you know, opportunity to be able to capitalize on the culture, just like we were just talking about, because there are people that are doing
Drake
that.
is half Jewish,
and it's one of them things where you know they clearly cut a check for them to distribute their content on their app, which brings more traffic to their app. Right. You see what I'm saying? Which, if you're getting the traffic and all that other stuff, you know, I don't necessarily know how it works with traffic numbers and apps, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get some type of incentives for that. So it's business. You know what I'm saying? Like you have like the way you have music, and then you have the business of selling music.
Right.
It's kind of that way. It's becoming that way with battle rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have battle rap and then you have battle rap business.
It's not gonna be as pure.
Here's the thing. The platform and the art form that people love, which they say is battle. I love battle rap. I love battle rap. But y'all motherfuckers is always talking about the most negative shit in battle rap. Y'all niggas be talking about Adi Boom snitching since this nigga battle dropped, or since before it dropped. But what about the bars? Did he win the battle? Did he rap better than this motherfucker that he was battling? Like nobody wants to talk about that. And it be the goofy shit that people want to bring their attention to. Like even like with going back to the whole
White Wolf.
Going back to that type of situation. It's like he could rap. Like he could really rap. Like the dude's really talented. He could have won that battle and would have won that battle without that moment. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the problem is the opinions. Fucking call me, dude. With the opinions.
That's your mom.
Oh, that was my mom. I thought that was somebody else. Anyway, I call her back. Nah, this dude been calling me, man, like blowing my shit up. But anyway, it's like with regular hip hop, right? We could say, yo, that shit's trash. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you know
like the era we come from the era of somebody, yo, he rap. Oh, he nice. Yeah, he like, let me hear something.
Right.
Yeah. That's the era we come from. These new motherfuckers, man, you tell them they trash, they ready to jump out a 2-story window and kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hating.
Like,
Yeah,
real.
you hate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you hating, like they cannot take constructive criticism. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like a thing. So when I got into battle rap as a league owner, and I'm like, nigga, that was trash, or nah, whatever. It wasn't. You're a league owner. You're not supposed to say that. I remember my very first event, right? My very first event. These dudes had battle, and one dude called out something that the other dude had said in another battle. And I was there. I was at that event. So when he called him out on it and said that he said it, dude whole squad was like, no, he didn't, because they edited out the footage. So I'm when I confirm, you know what I'm saying, that it was said, motherfuckers is mad at me. They're like, you a fucking league owner. You ain't supposed to be sitting there in the green. You see what I'm saying? And my whole thing is like, well, where the fuck are these rules at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are these rules that, wait a minute, so let me get this straight. I'm supposed to book the battle. I'm supposed to pay for the battle. I'm supposed to promote the battle. I'm supposed to provide the 4 walls, and I'm supposed to do all of this shit.
Yes.
But I'm not allowed to say who I think won or lost. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they want you to be politically correct. They don't want you to hurt their so it's kind of like you have to cater to their feelings.
But that's
you
the
see what I'm saying?
thing missing from battle rap. Nobody knows what these women. It's no fucking overseer saying, "Hey,
don't talk about killing somebody's daughter."
No. You won or lost.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what eventually.
I think that's
because that's what YouTube took away. When battles came on YouTube and they put the who won, who lost in the hands of the viewer, it's like this: 2 dudes battle. All right, they drop the battle on YouTube. It gets 100 comments. If 50 people say this one won and 50 people say that one won, in the minds of the person battling, they didn't lose. Even if 75 people say, yo, that nigga got smoked, that one person that said the other dude won, the other dude gonna run with it. Yo, look, here goes somebody that said I won. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That's the thing that's missing from battle rap. Once you learn.
What up, Ma? We're just talking about you, bro.
Once you learn how to get them judges in, certified judges, maybe say these are dudes that
certified judges.
So listen,
you gotta go to
classes.
classes.
This is what happens.
Battle rap classes.
This is the excuses with that. They was biased. They
Always.
wasn't fucking with. Like it's always gonna be some type of excuse
But
because some niggas can't handle defeat.
But that allows you to have the rematches. That allows you to have the rematches.
That's the thing though.
Now listen, speaking of, I'm gonna combine 2 things of what you just said. So y'all know we had the belts.
Yeah.
Well, in order for you to win a belt, you have to battle and it has to be judged. So there's going to be a clear winner or loser.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now speaking of rematches, I love rematches. So what I would do is like I would book a battle and I would make it a 1-round battle, like 1 round 4 minutes. Okay. And if this one brings it and this one brings it and it's like fire, they like, yo, it's debatable. I can't pick a winner. Like they both was coming. All right, now we're gonna do a 3-round rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So other leagues don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Other leagues don't do it like that. Other leagues are just like, all right, y'all battle and it ain't gonna be judged. Y'all
Don't give
put
it
it on
sauce.
y'all put it on YouTube. It's like me. I tell motherfuckers how I feel. You see what I'm saying? And it's like it's gotten to the point where like people was really upset with me. Like, how could you like they make it seem like this? They make it seem like if you say that they lost, every other league owner in the world is going to see this and be like, well, I'm not booking them ever because he said that they lost.
But you gotta understand how
fucking stupid.
How losses transpire.
Well, I think Cassidy proved that opposite.
But no,
because it's about business. That's the reason with Cassidy. That's about the business of battle rap. It has nothing to see. The people who are running the business, they don't give a fuck about the fans. They don't care about the fans or whatever. The fans' opinions, it doesn't matter. You know, listen, it's Chick-fil-A. You buy it or you don't. There's no dollar menu. There's no value menu. You buy it or you don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this.
I got something to add to that when you're
done. It's like this. Cassidy, right? People are like, oh, Cassidy trash.
Yo, shout out to Cassidy though.
Why would they bring Cassidy back? Because Cassidy is bringing attention.
Yes, he is.
He's advertising. You know what I'm saying? He's generating revenue. You know what I'm saying? So they like, oh, nobody wants to see Cassidy, but I bet you they book him again.
Yeah.
And they say it's gonna cost you $100 to watch it live, or it's gonna cost you $50 for the pay-per-view. Motherfuckers is gonna pay that shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay that shit. Because
no matter what.
With that brand, no battle rapper is bigger than the brand. The brand is what's big. Okay. That's why you see battle rappers battle there and they do certain numbers and then they battle on other leagues and they can't duplicate it. Because it's the brand. You know what I'm saying? The brand was established before this league era, going back to the DVDs. So it already had a following. It already had a following, a cult following before it even went to the league process.
Right.
Once you get to the league process, it's like just expanding your business. It's like having a mom and pop spot. You know what I'm saying? And then it blows up, but you already had a certain amount of followers,
Loyal customers
before it even got to that point. Like that's pretty much what it's like.
But that's how analogy boxing. I watched the Triple G and Canelo fight.
Trash.
Nah, that fight was good.
Actually,
that was
Which one?
I wasn't here.
Both of them. The first one, Triple G clearly won.
I don't think he clearly.
He clearly
I don't
won.
think he clearly won, but
They knew Canelo was the moneymaker and Triple G was getting old, so they had to push him out of the way. So they said it's a tie, even though Triple G beat Canelo.
Okay.
Canelo got his shit right, got a little bit sharper, came back, and I ain't gonna lie, he whipped Triple G ass. Triple G lost, the young pup won, and he's a new face. That's the thing with battle rap. You gotta look like, man, you've been doing it for so fucking long, and you were up here. But we got this fucking young pup that's just fucking annihilating anybody that we put him up against. Your career is dwindling. You're pretty much done. I gotta have this new dog take you down and become the new face. Maybe he didn't come 100% with his first one. You beat him.
Right.
I'm going to give you a tie.
See, in battle rap, I agree with that, but I disagree with that. Because here's the difference. In hip hop, we all know that hip hop is the only platform where age is an issue.
Yep, it is.
Battle rap is not. Battle rap is no. You got niggas that don't start battle rap until they 37 years old, 38 years old, 40 years old. Like, it's old motherfuckers in battle rap. Like, some of your favorite battle rappers, you'll be like, I didn't even know he was that fucking old. You know what I'm saying? But then you got young motherfuckers that started so early that if they've been in the game 10 years, they still young. So if somebody started battle rapping, let's just say they started. Let's say they started in 2010, and they was 18. They only 28 right now.
Yeah.
So they still young in the game. They are OG and they a legend if they've been doing their thing.
At the same
but
fucking time.
but they super young. But then you got some that was making music wasn't working. So then they went into battle rap. And now you starting your battle rap career 36. You've been battling for 10 years. You 46 years old. Like Swave 7 is old as fuck. That nigga's old.
You said who?
You know, Swave 7. You know what I'm saying? From New York. Like, that nigga's old. Like, he's like the Coogee rap of motherfucking battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
shit.
But he's dope. He still gets booked. You know what I'm saying? People fuck with him.
How old is what's my man name? Not Murder Mook. My other man name, Loaded Lux. How old is Loaded
Lux
Lux?
gotta be about 40.
Lux, I remember Lux battling.
Lux gotta be
Lux
about 40.
battled. Lux started at the.
He gotta be about 40.
Lux
40?
started
That's not that old.
at the
He
shop.
gotta
Lux
be
started
about
at the shops. Lux started at the clothing shop. Lux started
He's
there.
been around for a minute.
Lux been
Mhm.
around. Listen, Lux been around for a minute. I remember my dad trying to make like Loaded Lux fucking. What's them tapes
Lux
used to be
dope.
called?
Mixtapes?
You know, no, the DVDs, Smack DVDs. My
Mhm.
dad, he shot.
Oh, man.
My dad shot the camera with a real 45 shot, make a Smack DVD. I can't.
What
Shot the camera with a real 45.
I don't understand.
My
What's
dad
happening?
had a 45 back in the day. He got locked up. He already did his time. He had a 45. He doing the fucking Smack.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
He's doing the Smack DVD with the
What happened?
camcorder. He doing the Smack DVD
Like,
with the
wait, what?
camcorder and was pointing at the camera and squeezed the trigger. I come to this nigga crib like 2 days later. He's like, you can't believe what I did, son. I'm a young boy. Nah, they give me my shit back.
Damn.
He had a bullet hole in the fucking camcorder.
So wait a minute, hold on.
So the camera was just sitting up there.
You had enough.
Real
You
45.
had
What
enough.
type of fucking shit is this?
Nigga, that's when I was wilding. Like I
Oh
had,
my God.
before my dad got locked up, I remember riding with that 45 in my daughter's baby bag. Cause we would just have guns moving. I don't do it no more now. I'm leaving.
Yeah, this conversation.
Yeah, Kev.
Hey,
I'm a wild nigga.
This
No,
conversation.
Hey, Kev,
statute of limitations
the other
is over.
Kev.
This shit, yeah, this
Hey,
conversation.
Kev. take the drink away.
No, man. I'm just telling
That
you.
nigga
Because
get
you
fired.
are the
That's
uncle
what
at the
Lola-
barbecue.
But I remember watching Lola
What the
Lux
fuck
then
is going
trying
on?
to make Stat Smack DVDs. But our dumbasses didn't know that it was just niggas just had guns that wasn't loaded or
Hey, yo.
fake guns.
Hey, Kev, I'm going to chop you right there, brother.
But we had the real.
Because you are toasty.
But we had the.
What
I'm
the
telling you.
fuck
I
just
know.
happened?
But
But
you
you're
know how
definitely
you
toasty.
know how
Nigga
you
said
I
my
know.
dad
I
shot a
know.
real camera with a
You can see-
45.
So wait a minute, who was holding the camera? The camera was just sitting right there.
Just sitting on the TV.
And he was making
Yo,
his own.
that shit, yo, that shit is, listen, any battle rapper that's watching this shit is about to make that a bar, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, my dad shot a camera with a real 45.
Like, real shit.
That-
And that's what I was doing, dumb shit.
Yo, that shit's
So how?
hilarious.
So
Dre knew out.
And then you went riding around with that 45.
I wrote, and baby, I had before
Well,
that.
only had-
Who's
only had one body on
whose
it.
45 was it?
Only
originally?
had one
My
body
dad
on the
got-
camera.
My dad got locked up for that 45.
And then you took possession of it.
Nah, it was gone. Before he got locked up, I
Did you
had
wipe
the
your prints
45.
all right.
No. So I just did like
Alright.
I don't do that nigga shit no more. My shit legit.
man.
I got a firearm.
So-
Oh, man, look, man, nobody, hey, man, it's too much information, man.
So but that's me. That's almost nigga. That's really almost 20. Damn near 20 years ago. 18 years
is
ago.
old.
37.
Niggas is
This is
old.
me at 18, 19
Niggas is
years
old.
old. Yeah, nigga. I was doing foul shit.
I think all y'all niggas
This
is
is
older
02,
than me.
nigga. This is 18 years ago. This is 02, 03. I did a lot of crazy shit. Niggas know how.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know how I was. back
I
then.
know exactly how you were.
Hey, niggas, I smiled so much, but niggas knew how.
Oh,
These
shit.
niggas knew how I really
Yo,
was. back
Kev.
then.
So
Let's
So
go.
let's
Let's
yeah,
turn back to the
yeah,
battle.
we definitely gonna put a limit next time on the on the drinks that we have. I'm chilling.
We need to have a
You are
gauge.
fucking
We need
drunk.
to have a gauge on the side when we're watching it goes up with Cam drinking. And then when it gets to a story, we're like, Max looking like, Cam's overdone. Like an explosion.
I'm gonna cut that out.
No, don't cut it out. Keep
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut that part out. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's
Cause
dope,
this
right?
nigga is past the legal
But
limit.
I have,
2 times.
I had back then when I was young.
Oh shit, you gonna keep going?
Yeah, I
Okay.
okay. Back then, I had a lot of wild shit going on. Niggas know me because they see me smiling, but I had a lot of
Can't
crazy
read the room.
shit going on.
Oh, here it gets
These
dark.
niggas
It
know.
gets dark when
Can't
Cam
read
gets
the room,
to this
though.
mode. It gets dark.
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, you gonna take a piss.
Go ahead. Go
So-
ahead. Yeah, let some of that alcohol out your system. So, all right. So that.
Holy fuck.
So where we're at now, you say you own 5 leagues, right? What's the next step for the Push Your Pen League? Is everything Push Your Pen, or you still got
Nah,
Sig U,
man,
still
no. So these are the 5 leagues. So you have Sig U Battle League is the main league. So Sig U would be like the Def Jam. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Be the Def Jam. Then you have Push Your Pen Battle League, which would be like
Island Def Jam.
Island Def Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, to go back into the history of the leagues, the most important league that we purchased was NOC. NOC #1 contender battle. NOC is the first battle league in South Jersey.
Okay.
It was started by a white man by the name Craig Lynch.
That's,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
know.
Oh, I
Craig
do
Lynch
know.
is. Yeah, Lynch.
Now here's
From you.
here's the thing. If any of y'all should remember, I did my first battle rap event I did before the league era was 2006. I did the joint in Berlin, and then I did another one in 07 in Williamstown, the VFWs.
I do remember.
And those events laid the blueprint for people like Craig to be inspired to start a league during the league era. So I remember, him calling me, asking me for advice and stuff like that. And he was doing events, VFWs and people's backyards and shit like that. So, a lot of the battle rappers from our area, from Lindenwold, from Sicklerville, from Atlantic City, they battled on his league. You know what I'm saying? They battled on NOC. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of history with that league. So I think it was like 2014, 2014, I think it was. He tried to do this big event, had all these investors and shit. People have to understand, like, battle rap doesn't work like the block. You can't say, I got $1,000 to invest in an event or something. I'm gonna flip it and make $2. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is guaranteed in battle rap. So what ended up happening was he had all of these big names, he had all these investors, he had all these sponsors and shit, and the event flopped. The event flopped, and it
Happens to the best of us.
It pretty much killed, the brand, killed the league. He fell back, fell back from it. And a couple years later, we went to him, made him an offer. He turned it down. And then about a year after that, we sat back down and he said, listen, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm gonna sell it to you guys because I love what you guys are doing. I respect your brand. I know y'all know the history, and I know y'all gonna do what's best, for the brand. So we bought it in. So it was kind of like, I look at it like, not to make it race thing, but like slavery when you finally get the 40 acres and a mule. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That you deserve because somebody built something up off of the blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? Of our people. And to be able to take that back was a huge accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the pride and joy league that I'm glad that we purchased because of the history behind that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing where it came from. So you have SIGU, you have Push a Pin, you have NOC, then you have the Torture Chamber. The Torture Chamber used to be LOS, League of Shadows. That was the first league that we merged with. And then the fifth league was a league called
Drink some water.
the Panic Room. The Panic Room was created for the rookies that have no footage. So if you just say, yo, my man, he rap, he make music, he don't battle, but he ain't got no footage, and he just want an opportunity. That's what the Panic Room is for. The Panic Room was created for the guys who have no footage, the rookies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you make it through the Panic Room, then you advance and you get a Torture Chamber.
This shit is like
That's
this is
fucking
wrestling,
dope.
bro.
You do good in the Torture
this is
Chamber, and then you advance to either NOC or Push a Pin. And then if you excel in one of those, then you can get to SIGU. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
That's dope as shit.
doing that is what could push it to the next level because to me it's like, well, I'm interested in
That's
that.
a
You know
whole
what I'm
different
saying?
type of
Yeah, it's a different
branding
way to do
in
You know,
battle
niggas-
rap in
Yeah.
itself.
And then listen, peep this though. This is where it got crazy. Remember, I told y'all when we had
What's up, Black
division.
Cherry?
We had division with the belts. We
Yeah.
wanted other leagues to do their own thing with the belts. They didn't want to do it. So we said, fuck it. We're gonna start new leagues, buy new leagues, and we're gonna rebrand them. And then that's what we're gonna do. So every league, even the original SIGU league, we got new logos for.
Okay.
Because we wanted a new look. You know what I'm saying? We got new logos for all the leagues. And every league, except the Panic Room League, eventually got its own belt. So SIGU has its own belt with its own champion. NOC has its own belt with its own champion. Torture Chamber has its own belt with its own champion. Push a Pin has its own belt with its own champion. Then we decided that before all of this stuff, happened where we at now, we wanted to start a women's division. So we have the Queen of SIGU belt with the Queen of SIGU champion, which once everything opens back up, we'll start putting together Queen of SIGU events. You know what I'm saying? Where there's all female cards. You know what I'm saying? Or battle of the sexes type cards. You see what I'm saying?
Word.
And we have no problem with anybody that wants sauce on other leagues to come against our talent. But at the same time, what we did was we made our leagues rival each other. So now we do a draft every year.
Okay.
We do a draft every year. We draft people to these leagues. We have 5 leagues. We have 80 battle rappers
Damn.
spread
This
out.
is
You know what I'm
raw.
saying? We have 80
Is war
battle
versus
rappers.
Nah, you're a raw.
Raw
Nitro.
Yeah, Raw versus Nitro.
All
versus
you
Nitro.
don't remember
And
Raw?
Monday night, it was Monday night
Monday
Raw
Night
versus
Wars,
Thursday
you know what I'm
night something.
And then you had Raw versus Nitro. You had SmackDown versus Thunder.
You know
You know what I'm saying?
And it was Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah, and then Raw versus SmackDown.
That's
You
what
see
y'all
I'm
are
saying?
because you're one company.
Yeah.
With
So it's like Raw,
yeah.
SmackDown, NXT, all of that shit that WWE got. So yeah, I kind of copied that formula, and we have our talent rival each other. So now you got NOC people that are like, oh man, we NOC, fuck SIGU. Oh, we SIGU, fuck Torture Chamber. Oh, we Push a Pin, fuck that. And it's like y'all all under the same umbrella, and it's like I'm sitting back like.
Yeah.
I
Keep
had
it
this
going.
vision
Keep
for
it
a long
going.
time, but it took time to actually make it come to life.
You really have the next level of which hip hop is supposed to evolve into.
Mm-hmm.
So question, if you so say you've gotten out of the Panic Room, how would you go if you were the top in the Panic Room? How would you be in the next level? You have to battle someone who's in the next level to get in.
Sometimes I just take one battle. So like, all right, for example, we got a dude named J Dev. Now J Dev is not really a rookie. He's like a rookie, but not a rookie. Like he has one battle from like 2013 or some shit. And he battled, and then he just kind of faded back and focused on music and shit. So he decided he wanted to come back. We booked him and put him in the Panic Room. he did so fucking good that it was just like, nah,
You don't belong here.
You don't belong here. You know
You
what I'm saying?
better than them.
So then we booked him again for the torture chamber. And it's like, the plan is like, all right, you did your thing in panel room. Now let's see what you do in torture chamber. You do your thing in torture chamber, we're going to put you on the main stage. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now, you know, you get to battle on a different platform. So we have, you know, the main stage events where they battle on the stage. We have the small room events where, you know, you battle in a smaller environment, more like pit style. So it's different things that we have going on with the league and with the platforms within the league. So every platform gives you a different feel.
Okay.
So if you battle at a SIG-U event, it doesn't feel the same as battling in the push-a-pin event, even if the events are in the same building.
Okay.
Because one
shit.
might be on the stage, one might be pit style.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's battling in Panic Room doesn't feel like battling at Torture Chamber because it's a different type of pressure. When you battle in that Panic Room, it's your first battle most times. You know what I'm saying? Your first battle ever. Or your first battle on cam. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different pressure. People are watching you that don't know you. They are going to judge you. They're going to scrutinize you. They're going to criticize you. So it's just like, damn, like I'm rapping in front of all these people that I don't know.
Don't
I've
fuck
never
up.
seen before.
Yeah, don't fuck up.
Right.
And where Torture Chamber is just like more of a comfort. It's more of a comfort level, but it's still like, it's like the Panic Room is like the NBA G League. You know what I'm saying? Then you hit like the Torture Chamber, which is like the D League with a possibility of a major tryout. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like you get to NOC and it's like you got a 10-day contract. You see what I'm saying? Then it's like you make it to SIG-U and it's just like, all right, now you in the position to actually make the roster.
So
You see
these
what I'm saying?
niggas that's in the league is like 2K characters. And they coming and they trying to build themselves up to the NBA, make it to the All-Star game, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Get
yeah,
that
but you
chip.
gotta have a goal.
So
if you do
so
it.
if you a champion in one league, like say you a champion in the Torture League and you wanna move up, you gotta battle somebody in that next league, or is it just judged off of what you've
Hold on,
done?
what do you mean by moving?
So you say you got belts, right? In each league, and say you have a belt. And
You the Panic Room champion.
Yeah.
Panic
Well,
Room
there's no
champion.
champion in Panic
Say
Room. So
you-
say
Torture
you,
chamber
say
champion.
you the
And
champion.
continental
Yeah,
champion.
you got a belt. You got the belt in Torture Chamber, but now you ready to move up to that next league. You know what I'm saying? You got this
Yeah,
belt.
bigger stage.
How do you get? Is it the same way as you would in Panic Room? You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, all right. So it works like this, right? Every league has a 20-man roster, except the Panic Room. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole plan when you go to Panic Room, the goal is for you to do good enough for you to be able to be considered for one of the league's rosters.
Okay.
Right? So let's say like you come and do a Panic Room today, and you like dope, you stand out.
I'm about to.
You know what I'm saying? What ends up happening
For
is
real.
your name gets submitted in the SIG-U draft, which
Okay.
happens in December. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, okay.
So each league, except the Panic Room, has a representative, and those representatives switch every year. So like last year, I was the GM for SIG-U. This year, I'm the GM for Torture Chamber. My man Funeral Man is the GM for SIG-U. Jay Ashley is the GM for Push Your Pen. My man LaCar is the GM for NOC. So that means that we pick the people we
going
want
where?
on that roster.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Based on previous performance.
Based on previous performance, but at the same time, based on, matchups you might want to set them up with, based on who we feel as though is best for that league brand. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And representing that brand. When they get booked, they're going to show out, they're going to do their thing, and it's a win for our team.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So, what would happen is, if you did a Panic Room and you did your thing, we would say, all right, you know what, Kev did his thing. We want to, we're interested in submitting his name in the hat for the 2021 SIG-U draft, whatever. So now it's like, all right, boom, that's what you want to do. That's the first step. Now, what ends up happening when you're on a roster, based on your performances and how you do, moves you up and down the ladder to be considered for contendership.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So if you do 3-4 battles and you just running through niggas, now it'll put you in a position to be a contender for that belt. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
If nobody else been working like you.
Okay.
So now what ends up happening is every October we do an event. We've been doing an event called Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Last year we changed it. It's Halloween Havoc Night of Champions now. This is an event where all 4 champs battle, defend their belt. The belt is on the line and $200 is on the line.
Okay.
So now both parties have to take it serious because the person who got the belt is like, yo, I could lose my belt and $200.
And 200.
The other person, I could win a belt and $200. So it puts a different type of pressure on these dudes because they want to battle. And the best 2 rookies that have battled throughout the year will battle for Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
You see
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
So this makes the event so much more dope.
Do another show.
You know what I'm saying?
Do another reality show.
It makes the event so much more dope because now it's like, damn, I get the battle, I get to get the money, I get to get the belt, I get to get the bragging rights. Like all of that stuff is different. So these are the things that we set in motion to make everybody do 1 or 2 things. The 2 slogans: 1, step your in game up, and 2, push your pen.
Oh, that's
reality show. It reminds me, like you say, you did like the WWE model. 'Cause I remember at one point where you had The Rock running Raw, but you had Chris Jericho killing SmackDown.
Facts.
And that's who you want to see. Like, damn, Jericho is the man at SmackDown, but you got The Rock at Raw. He's international because Jericho be the international, what's it?
Intercontinental
Champion. You like, I need to see him go against the champ. I'm gonna pit him against The Rock, and that's how you did it. It was a smart thing because you got, even though they're the same thing, but you have this man. Like when you watch SmackDown, you wanted to see Jericho come out talking shit, not get into a real bout, but maybe like somebody he talking this shit, a nigga rush the ring and he fuck him up.
So here's my thing. And everybody knows how wrestling is. Can there be one person with 2 motherfucking belts in the league from 2 different, parts of the league? Can a person have a belt from
SmackDown and Raw?
Yeah, it's like, all right, I got the side you and I got the push your pin belt. You know what I'm saying? I'm running both of these shits at once.
Well, we've had people talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
You gotta think about it. That's how it happens in wrestling.
We've had people talk about unified champ and all that. Here's some history. It's been 4 years, right? And it's been this crazy. It's like a we call it a sick you curse. So the first belt was the sick you belt. Every champ that has defended that belt lost its first title defense.
Oh shit. Okay.
The second belt was the push your pin belt. It's only been 1 champ. Well, it was 1 champ before now. It's 2 champs now. But the first champ who won it in the tournament, his first title defense, he lost it. The NOC belt was won in the tournament, so the champ hasn't defended it yet. So we don't know. The Torture Chamber belt was won in the tournament. Weirdest shit ever. The champ gave the belt away to his upcoming opponent because he decided to retire from battle rap.
What?
So the current Torture Chamber champ won the belt and didn't
By
even
default.
Off of
He was
default.
on default. But this is what's weird. He had a title defense at Night of Champions and he broke the curse. He's the first champion who won his first title defense. But it's kind of a question mark because he didn't really win the belt.
Technically, he just
You won.
initially won the belt the first
Yeah.
time.
To
You
me,
know what
that
I'm
makes
saying?
the story
so,
more interesting.
So it's kind of like you was handed the belt and then you defended the belt
told
and
niggas
then
why.
you won the title
Yeah,
defense.
he
You
told
see what I'm
niggas
saying?
why.
You know
So
what it
it's
is?
a little different.
You know what it is? You wave a fucking steak in front of a hungry fucking lion. You gonna go after it compared to a lion that's been eating.
Yeah.
That's fat and greedy, got his food brought to him.
Yeah.
Or a retired line.
Yeah.
Nah, but if you got a lion that's eating every fucking
But listen,
day,
this
his
is
food
the
brought to
weird
him
shit.
compared to a fucking lion
Mhm.
that got that steak waved in front of him. You want this? Come get it.
Mhm.
That nigga got that steak waved in front of him. It's gonna go. Gonna do whatever he can to go get it.
That was
compared to
definitely one of
lion.
the weirdest situations.
Compared to
ever
that
happened in
lion
battle rap.
sitting back like I already got my food brought to me.
Like we had the battle book, and here's the thing: the dude who had the chant at the time, he didn't even let me know. Like the opponent calls me like, "Yo, guess where I'm coming from?" I'm like, "Where you gonna come from?" Such and such house. Like, fuck are y'all doing hanging out? Like, y'all got a
You
battle.
should have to return that belt.
Y'all got
though.
a battle getting ready to come up. And then it was just like, yo, he gave me the belt. Like, the fuck you mean?
You should have to return
like,
that belt.
listen, I was like so pissed with that situation, but it's kind of one of them situations where it's like, remember, this dude just won the belt in the tournament. Like, he just battled like 10 other dudes and won this belt, right? So he says that he was going through some personal shit and this and the third or whatever. He gives the belt to the guy that was the number one contender for the belt. Right?
Okay.
So the guy who has the belt, he got so much hate and backlash that it was just like, damn, like, yo, I'm ready to just give the belt back and say, fuck it. Like, I ain't know this was gonna come. Like, cause people are like, oh man, fuck this, that's some bullshit. Da 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 da. And it's like, why y'all mad at the man who has the belt now instead of being mad at the man who gave the belt away? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clearly, the man who gave the belt away couldn't handle the pressure of having the belt in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So the man who has the belt then defends the belt, wins. It wasn't a good win. It was a sloppy win, but it was a win.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like, all right, well, what do you have to say? You see what I'm saying? Because he's the first SIGU champ to ever defend his title and win. Everybody that's won. First SIGU champ was Funeral Man. He won the tournament. His first title defense was against K Illa. He lost. Or whatever. K Illa won that belt. K Illa waited. Should have defended it early, but waited. He defended it months and months later. First title defense. He lost it. So now we're going into, he lost it to Jay Storm. So now we're going into the third SIGU champ. Jay Storm never lost that belt. Jay Storm had some legal shit. He retired. He forfeited the belt. He forfeited the belt. We did a whole new tournament. Hollywood Clay won it, who was the very first Philadelphia battle rapper to be the SIGU champion. He had his title defense months later against LP Dane, who beat him and won the belt. LP Dane is probably the longest running SIGU champ. He had the belt the longest with no title defenses. He finally defends his title. He lost to Amazing D-Boy from North Jersey, and he's the champion now. So it's like, that belt, everybody that's defended it,
Lost that
they
shit.
lost that shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
It sounds like these niggas have the belt and think I'm entitled to fucking keep on to my shit instead of saying, you know what? These fucking young lions is coming after me.
That's how it was in WWE.
Let me bring my
When you got
shit
the belt,
that
you held
won
on
me
to
this-
it.
Let me bring this shit that won me this title to this motherfucking battle. And just saying, you know, I'm gonna write off my fucking name that got me here. I'm just gonna write off that. Hopefully niggas fuck with me.
And when you watch the WWE though, when they had the belt, they tried to hold on to that belt as long as possible before they defended it. And then when they found out who they had to defend it against, they did not like it. You know what I mean?
So to pretty much sum up, because we went way off, like what you were saying, one of the reasons why you don't see two champs battle is because these motherfuckers always lose the title defenses. So they don't hold the belt long enough to even be able to say, all right, well, I battled this person, I beat him, I'm still the champ. You know what I'm saying? You battle whoever, you still the champ. What's up? Belt versus belt, title versus title.
Make Amazing D-Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it happen.
Bro,
He need to beat one person. He need to have a title
I'm the
defense
fucking
first, right?
champ, and I see this young nigga coming up from me. I'm gonna study every fucking battle this nigga had. I'm gonna say, I'm like, damn, this nigga.
Yeah, but that don't necessarily mean you gonna win.
But you still,
you know what? In battle rap is a little different because it's like it's a respect thing. So it's kind of like if I don't respect you, sometimes people stoop down to the level of competition.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, for prime example, like my man K Illa, like, he won the belt. So this is what we do with our champions, because there's a couple other incentives that's in there. So when you win a belt, you win the belt, but we also give you a big name battler as a reward for that. Now, it may not be
like a Reed Dollars. I know Reed had a battle there too.
No, Reed didn't battle here. Cicero battled here.
Cicero. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
Cicero.
Close.
My fault.
We was gonna set that up though.
My fault.
We was gonna set up Cis and Reed, but Cis fucked that up. That's a whole different story. But anyway,
I fucked that up.
It was
Sorry.
one of them things. It was one of them things where we get them, you know, a pretty decent, you know what I'm saying, name to battle, so they have it on their resume. You know what I'm saying? And with like my man K Illa, what happened with him was he won the battle and he got relaxed. It was like, all right, I'm the champ. I got a name. I'm ready to battle my name. I'm ready to cash my money in the bank. Like, let me battle this nigga now. And it was just like, bro, instead of you take like you want a belt, enjoy the shit for a couple months, and then you need to
Sharpie.
defend the title.
Yeah.
I don't think you ready for that name yet. He was like, oh, no, we got him a name. He lost. It was his first loss. I think it was like 14, 15 and 0.
Damn.
He lost once we brought a name down here. He showed he could hold his own. So it was a good look for the league because it's like we showing that our talent here in South Jersey could fuck with these dudes that are on the top level. Yeah. But it was a reality check. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now he went on an ass whipping streak.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So every other league he battling on, he's there. I got the belt in the Sig U champ. Boom, fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Now you come back to Sig U. This is a nigga that you was supposed to battle before you took that name. So now he's already pissed because you slept on him. You overlooked him to battle the name. You lost.
Right.
And you went on this tour whipping ass. Now you back home. And like you said, you got the hungry nigga. So now y'all battle. You won't take him seriously, fucks you up. You lose the battle. You lose your belt. But this is what the people who lose the belt, a lot of them say. They feel like when they lose the belt, it's a pressure and weight lifted off of them. Because when you're the champ, it's different. Because remember, you got some niggas who just want to rap. It's about the competition.
Right.
Then once they reach a certain level, they become content. So it's kind of like you hungry, yo, trying to make this money. We got to grind. We got to grind. We got to hustle. Then you start making enough money. Then you like, ah, man, whatever,
I'm
man.
good.
To them niggas, I say, watch that Last Dance documentary.
Y'all been hearing about that, man.
Jordan never.
Yeah, I gotta watch the last couple episodes.
Jordan never slept on his competition. Jordan made shit up in his mind when he went against niggas and say, "Oh, this nigga better than me. This who y'all saying is better than me. I'm gonna show you." He always had in his mind that somebody said they was better than he had to go prove himself. You get a motherfucking title, you gotta say in the back of your head, "Oh, this the nigga they said that's better than me. This the nigga that's supposed to be coming to get my motherfucking belt. You know what? That shit that I got to win me this fucking belt, I'm gonna go above and beyond that level I had to get me that belt to keep my motherfucking belt." You gotta smash him.
Who the nigga that dressed up like Joker?
Oh, that's Funeral Man.
That's Funeral Man.
Yeah,
I was always curious about that.
Yeah, but you gotta have that mindset in the back of your head, like, what got me this belt, that nigga that got me this belt, I gotta go beat this motherfucker. This motherfucker that got me this belt, I gotta go kill this motherfucker that got me this belt and show you that I'm more deadlier than this nigga that got me this belt.
Absolutely.
You come for my shit, I am gonna show you.
Absolutely.
Don't come for the king's head. You come for the king's head,
You gonna
get
be
slayed.
dead.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say you be dead.
Dead.
So what's next, man? What's next for you? And
trolling me already.
in that
trolling me already. Yo, this shit is hilarious.
Who that?
What are you saying?
This is the
Nah, let me see that shit.
This is the
Nah,
torture. This is the torture. This is the torture chamber chant. So I'm battling the torture chamber chant.
that's who you are. Okay, so you got on the books.
Charity chant, CBC chant.
What's his name?
We battling my man Jim B. Dot.
What's his nigga name?
So Jim
Jim
B.
B.
Dot.
Dot.
So what happened?
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam.
Jim B. Dot. So what happened was it's a league called Verbal
Sorry,
War
Jim
Zone.
B. Dot.
Verbal War Zone. They're the league that you battle on beats. They did this tournament, and the tournament was cool. Now before we get into the tournament, going back to William Wolf, after that situation, Wolf and Ab, they was going back and forth on the net, and they were talking about making diss tracks. They were talking. They were talking about making diss tracks, or whatever, right? So somehow my name got brought up. Somebody was like, "Yo, like I think Wolf was like, I'll smoke you," and I'm like, "What?" Like these motherfuckers, like you remember, these motherfuckers just know me as a league owner.
Right.
They don't know that I rap. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, my backstory. So what happened was, Avenue C dropped like 3 diss tracks against Wolf.
Sorry.
And like other people and shit like that.
Okay, call the names.
So I did a live review because they were all trash. Like they were trash. So he was like, "Oh, well, I'll smoke you too." All right, listen, man. It ain't gonna be no more Elijah Beer God smoke talking. Fuck both of y'all. Let's get it on.
Okay.
So I made the first track. I made a trilogy. The first track was what Avenue C should have said to William Wolf. Put that out, and I rapped as Avenue C talking to William Wolf. The second track was what Wolf should have said to Avenue C. I rapped as William Wolf dissing Avenue C. And in both these diss tracks, I diss myself. Anything I thought they was gonna say about me, I diss myself.
You did.
Oh,
you
that's
pulled
how
it
they
in
mom.
front of Eminem.
Then I made a third track called Beer God Strikes Back, and I dissed both of them. And it was just crickets like, all right, yeah, this motherfucker really rap. I'm gonna just go over here. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to working on my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where it was like, all right, I just did it to prove a point that I can fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can rap. Here's the difference. In battle rap, it's not just about if you can rap. You gotta rap and you gotta be special. If I was to be in battle rap, I wouldn't be special. I'd just be a nigga that can rap. You see what I'm saying? Some of these niggas is special. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you flip it and you take them from the battle rap world and you bring them into making music,
It's a whole different thing.
it's a total different thing.
Just not a
See what I'm saying?
special,
See, in music, I'm special. Some of these niggas could just rap. You see what I'm saying? Because when you do music, you got to be able to pick out the beat selection. You got to be able to write. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like, yo, when y'all talk that shit about wax, y'all can come in my world because y'all niggas might be able to outbar me and have better bars, but I can write better songs. You see what I'm saying? I can write better songs than yours. So you can talk shit about me for 2 minutes. I can make a diss record that's 2.5 minutes, and niggas is gonna play it on repeat. Like I want to hear that shit. If someone hear that one line he said again, or I want to hear the intro, or I want to hear the shit he was talking at that, whatever. They gonna keep listening to it. You gonna talk your shit, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So it's kind of like that's what you gonna do. So Verbal Warzone, I had been wanting to battle in there for a while, but then I was like, I don't know, cause I'm getting old. I don't have the memory like I used to have. And their platform is set up different. You go 3 rounds. So if me and Kevin's battling, Kev pick a beat for him to him and me to rap on. So let's say he picked All About the Benjamins beat, right? And then I pick a beat. I pick Wu-Tang Triumph, right?
Oh shit! All right.
For both of us to rap on.
This one.
And then the third beat the lead picks, and they say, but we gonna pick Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. We gotta write to all 3 beats. We gotta write a round to all 3 beats, right? But you don't know what order they gonna play them in.
Oh.
So now we standing face to face. They might play the Busta joint first. Now he gotta do that joint. Then they play my beat. Then we gotta do that. Then they play his beat. Then we gotta do that. So it's one of them things where it's a mind fuck. You see what I'm saying?
So you gotta know your lyrics.
Yeah, you gotta know. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I don't know if I could do that. So then they start doing 1 round joints or whatever. Then the pandemic hit. So they said, well, we're gonna do this tournament, but it's gonna be a diss track tournament. So it started being where we gonna give both of y'all the same beat. Whoever has the better joint, they advance type shit. Then it went to where y'all could pick your own joint. So they did this tournament, and based off the feedback I got from the trilogy of diss tracks, they was like, yo, bro, you should have been in this tournament. So I like start checking it out, and I'm like, yeah, that nigga trash. Like, all right, I'm better than him. Yeah, I could have been in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been in this joint if we just talking about niggas just wanting to rap. So they do it. So my man kept telling me, like, bro, you gotta get in the next one. You gotta get in the next one. Like, you dope. So I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm bored. Ain't shit else to do. What else? So I'm like, all right, sign me up for the next one. So then they go live. They're like, yo, who want to be in the next one? I'm like, me. They like, all right, we pulling names out the hat at like 7 o'clock. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. They put like 32 battle rappers' names in the hat, or 32 people's names in the hat. Pull the names out. They pulling the names out. Pull my name out. Beer God. Next, Jim B. Dot. And it's like, this is my man, you know. Like, we were just hanging out today. We was out yesterday. I was at the crib. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like,
Sorry,
saying,
JBD.
like, listen, them saying me having to battle Jim B. Dot is damn near like them saying I gotta battle Joe Coleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is like that shit is.
What's
You know
up,
what I'm saying?
Joe?
Like, that shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. So now niggas are like,
Is
yo,
Joe Coleman
you can't-
JB
you
Dot?
You can't. Nah. So they like.
What would the beat that?
They like, yo, you can't take it easy on him. Like, he ain't your friend in this. Like, this is battle rap. Like, fuck all that other shit or whatever. And it's like, it's a win-win for me. Because if I lose, which I'm not, but if I lose, it's like he beat a league owner. He's only a league owner. He wasn't even supposed to be in this.
man.
Because they got me as the underdog. Everybody got me losing. But if I win, then it's like, damn, dog, you lost to your league owner. But then if I still lose, but I keep it to the point where they was like, yo, he lost, but yo, his shit was fire. That's a total different level of respect. Because you gotta understand, I've been around for 4 years, and these motherfuckers don't know that I rap. I don't play my music at my events, none of that shit. Like the shit that the average Joe Blow would do,
separate.
I keep it separate
Yeah.
because of how I work on it. Like it's hard for me to work on battle rap and work on music. You know what I'm saying? I like to, when I have my attention on something, I like to have my attention on it. Now that I've been getting in the groove of working on the music again, motherfuckers are like, yo, you really could fucking rap. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now it's like, I have to battle my man, I have to battle my friend. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, but it's just like, all right, cool. So I said we're gonna take this promotion to a different level. Because I get tired of the typical shit. Yeah, man, they got me battling this nigga, man. Fuck you, I'ma smoke you, nigga. I'ma kill you. Like they say this shit on Facebook all the time. So what I did was I took a picture of Stan from Eminem. And I made a meme.
I seen that shit.
I made a meme and posted that shit in the
I
group.
seen that shit.
And then he responded, you know what I'm saying, with Eminem, and he made his own meme. And then I responded, and we was going back and forth. So I seen him today. He was like, yo, you can just gonna keep trolling me? Like, let's make this shit interesting. Like, this is, like, it's crazy is, this is one of the biggest battles in the tournament. Like, my whole plan was to just rap, fuck somebody up, make it to the next round, and be like, all right, thank you. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to take no shine away from y'all niggas. Like, y'all niggas really want to do this. Like, I just want to rap. I just want to show that I can rap. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all got me battling a friend of mine, and 9 times out of 10, it's an awkward position for us to be in because I'm his boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm his boss. You see what I'm saying? And then moving to the next round, one of us is going to probably have to battle a nigga that's in his squad, who's also part of my league. So I'm going to have to battle 2 of the dudes that battle for me, or I'm going to battle one and then he going to battle a squad member.
This nigga's undercover
You
boss.
see what I'm saying? So it's a crazy situation regardless of who wins. Like my whole thing is
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really a lose-lose for me. It's like if niggas say, yo, that shit was fire. Like you lost, he got you. I like this shit better, but I fucked with your shit. Your
Yeah.
shit was dope. That's enough for me.
That's
You know what I'm
credibility.
saying? Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, that nigga shit was just straight trash. Like that's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? First of all, so this is what they did. They put us in the group chat and he said, well, y'all have to submit y'all beats by tomorrow, which is today. Because this was yesterday. He put his beat in there first. He lost all beat selection alone. His beat pick is terrible. So it's like
Can we know or no?
Oh yeah, I can let y'all know.
Offline or online?
Do it off camera.
Offline.
Offline. I'll let y'all hear his beat. I even let y'all hear some of the shit I got
We're not going to
off
disclose it.
All right.
We fucking
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he already did it
We in
once.
podcast.
So then what ended up happening was he posted his beat, I posted my beat, and they was like, yo, y'all sure? He says, yeah, I'm sure. I said, yeah, I'm sure. So we started trolling at the end of the day. We talked. I'm not gonna say what he said, but it's one of them things where it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not gonna walk away from this battle hating each other. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that. But at the same time, like I gotta shoot motherfuckers like I can rap. But these battle rappers are like, oh man, you gotta get personal. You gotta do this. And it's like, dude, I'm not willing to fuck up a friendship over y'all. But I do want you to understand that Beer God, the league owner, versus Beer God, the rapper, ain't the same person. Because once I'm in the booth, it's a different hat. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with a total different animal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me being nice. Y'all see me being humble. Y'all see me being positive and shit like that, whatever. Because I'm in a different phase of my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have to find shit to make me angry for the motivation for this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you go with somebody you don't fucking like boxing. You don't like that boxer. You're like, I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. Yo, I don't like this nigga anyway. But when it's like somebody you cool with, it's just like, man, like, I hate that it gotta be you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. You see what I'm saying? Because there's like, it's gonna be backlash regardless. Like, it's gonna be like, we're fighting in neutral playing field. Because we're not on my league. We're on a total different league.
Right.
So there's no room for biasness. You know what I'm saying? There's no room for people to be like, oh, I'm picking the boss, or I'm picking, like, people are fucked up right now. Like, damn, I don't know who to go with. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, this is something, like, we created something big on somebody else's platform. And it just lets me know how much and respected my platform is. For me to battle one of my battlers on another platform, and you got people actually saying, like, damn, I don't know who's going to win. That goes to show how good the talent over here is and how dope I must be. If some of y'all really like, yo, Elijah can rap. Now, I see the shit like, oh, Elijah can rap, but such and such gonna win, or yo, this dude he got a good chance, but don't sleep. Elijah could really rap. Like some that know, some are just like he's a fucking league owner. He's not gonna win. Like what does he know about battling it? But it's diss tracks. We make it. It's not about you standing in front of me, no beat, and who say the most diss. It's
Doing
about
all the
who
theatrics
make the
and shit.
best diss track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit forever. Like this is easy. This is like asking a nigga, you know how to put a condom on. Like this shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, like this shit easy as shit.
The fuck is a condom?
Like this shit, yo, this shit right here is fucking easy as shit, yo.
So when is this so when is this tournament supposed to take place? When
All right, so this how they doing it. Like I said, we had to submit the beats by yesterday. We have to submit the song with a video. We have to shoot a video for this shit too.
Oh,
so we have to do a song and a video by next Saturday.
Who the fuck is paying for all this
You know what I'm
shit?
saying? They want us to do a video on our phone. Like it ain't gotta be like an actual music.
Oh, all right, I'm about to say
Now you can get that done, cool. But they wanted to pretty much
You'll
be
win if
simple.
you do that.
You know what I'm saying? They pretty much well, nah, they saying that it don't really matter. So this is what they saying. They saying that your video quality and your sound quality aren't really points. It's about your flow. It's about your bars,
listen.
and it's about your diss content.
They say
Those
that
are the
shit
three
till it
things.
gets to the fucking
Those are the
side.
three things that they're mainly judging you on. So you gotta have the song submitted by next Saturday. The song with the video. If you only submit the song and you don't have a video, you get disqualified, and your opponent advances to the next round. Because what they do is they take your song, they take your video, and they match it up just like if they were editing a music video. And then what they do is they drop it on their Facebook group and they drop them side by side. And they put a voting poll on it. So people get to watch both back to back, listen to them, and then decide who they feel as though won. Now, they have 7 judges.
But that's when that video quality comes into play.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So they have 7 judges. One judge is the fans.
Okay.
The other 6 judges are all individually picked, like the league owners and stuff like that. I think like one of the producers who's offering beats. I think the video guy that's offering video work. So it's like if whoever wins the whole thing, they get like a couple dollars. They get a free video. They get a couple hours of studio time. Like it's a package.
It works for them.
It's a package that you get. You see what I'm saying? So it's worth it. You know what I'm saying, for a lot of people, whatever. But me, like. It's just more
doing it for
exposure.
sport.
It's
Yeah,
just
I'm about to say,
I'm
you
doing
doing it for
it for
credibility
sport,
and
and it's just
exposure,
more exposure. So it's just like it doesn't really hurt.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Shit. So what's next at this point?
After
Like what's next? Like what's your future plan?
Well, I feel like this. I feel like battle rap is starting to rub off. I mean, it's getting to the point where like I've overly accomplished what I wanted to. I don't really know what the next phase is for that. It's like Marvel movies. I don't know what phase 4 is.
I do.
But
I'm sorry.
For myself, working on more music. I'm doing an album right now called Passive Aggressive. I plan to, depending on when the studios open back up, hopefully I had it done by the summer. I'm working on Passive Aggressive. I'm working on a little EP called After the Event. So some of the songs I got for that were the first songs I actually did where I introduced myself as Beer God.
Okay.
So it's basically it's a mini story, you know what I'm saying, about a battle rap event and what happened after the event, you know what I'm saying. So it's a nice little joint. Then I got another project that I started way back in like 2015, which is also like a audio movie called For Her Ears Only. Which is it's a story about a woman who's in a relationship. She's married, and she pretty much is dealing with a ex of hers who doesn't know that she's married, and it's a lesson for all women.
Bitch.
When you think about creeping out there.
I
You
know
what
the
I'm
whole
saying?
backstory about this shit.
That thing is definitely gonna be finished. It was supposed to be me and my man Jay Fresh from Texas doing it together on some like best of both worlds type shit. And, you know, between him signing the deal with a label and new management, he's contractually just wasn't able to finish what we had started. So I decided to take it upon myself and just, you know, make it do what it do. So I got new material. I started working on that. So I plan to have that done by Valentine's Day for the women. Then I'm also working on a project called Summer '84. Summer '84 is
What you know about 84?
summer. I was born in '84, so summer '84.
So was I.
Summer '80.
That's the point.
I was born at that
Summer
time.
'84 is gonna be
Fuck y'all old niggas.
it's gonna be like the soundtrack to the summer leading up to my birth, but it's also a story. It's also a story about it's really about my dad, and
Okay.
so it's like fictional and true at the same time. It's like if I was to make a movie about
I was just about to
if
fucking
I was to
say
make a
that.
movie about my dad's life based on the things that I heard and I seen, mixed with some of my own imagination, that's what Summer '84 is pretty much about. So that right there is that. And doing features here and there, doing little songs, whatever here and there. But I think that I'm really waiting for Check to get back on his shit so we can work on this this last album
Send him this.
that'll be called
Tell him Check, tell him Check.
the final address will be the name of the last project that I'm going to do when it comes down to music. I mean I'll still be making music, but as far as like putting a whole project together, like that shit takes a lot out of you. But other than that, the next thing I want to do, I've been thinking about doing a couple comedy shows.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some SIGU after dark comedy shows because I have, I know a lot of comedians, and then I also actually thinking about going to open mic, man, because I got some shit I'm thinking about trying to test out as far as some stand-up comedy. That's something I wanted to not do full time, but I just wanted to experiment with it.
We were talking about that too.
Yeah, I wanted to experiment with that shit one time,
Yeah.
but what I really want to do, and I've been wanting to do it for years, but I gotta get the right team together. I want to work on writing a movie.
I was literally, that's what I was
I-
trying to ask you.
that's
I
crazy.
want
motherfucker.
to work on writing a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Specific, you got a specific movie in mind?
I got
or
two.
you're just
'Cause
like
you-
in
'cause
I got
you know
two.
we got those too.
I got two types. I got two types of movies I want to do. I mean, I got your typical like hood classic. Well, actually three. I got like your typical like hood classic type movie that I want to do like on some Friday type shit. And that right there, like those are, they never die. But I also got a black zombie movie I want to put together.
Oh
You know what I'm
shit!
saying?
Now
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
original.
but black zombie.
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, I want to do like a black zombie movie.
You'll be
And
one of the
then,
zombies.
Our life is a scary movie.
I want to do like a black zombie movie, but I also wanted to do like an action movie. But it's crazy because an idea I had, these motherfuckers bought to life. So I had this idea for this movie back in 2000. It was like 2012, where a guy had got in an accident. He had amnesia, but he had a bunch of tattoos, like a lot of tattoos, similar to myself. And basically, what ends up happening is when he comes out of his coma, basically, the people around him, like a lot of people are lying to him. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are acting like they're his friends when they're not. They're taking advantage of this dude, telling them shit that ain't true.
Right.
And what happens is every now and then when he may be like in the shower, he'll look at a tattoo and the tattoo would just glow and it helps him get his memory back.
That's called,
You know what I'm saying?
Red Dragon.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So it was one of them things. There was a thing where it was this show.
Thought it was a girl with a dragon tattoo.
No, not that.
No,
it was a show that came out on like NBC, ABC, and shit like that.
Tattoos,
Yeah. So it was like, damn, like that was kind of like the idea.
So you're on the right track.
That I had. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it was just like I kind of like fell back from that idea. But I would want to do a black zombie joint because that hasn't really been done. And I mean, of course, like the ghetto comedy joints. I think the reason why a lot of them are successful is because they're relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what
if
I
done
want
right.
to do. I want the visuals to be on point. Like
Yes.
I don't even really care about bad acting because a lot of classes have bad acting. I just want the visuals to be cool, and I want them to age well because I look at certain movies now, like when we was kids, like yo, that shit was classic. I look at that shit now as an adult, that shit was trash. Like I remember, like Blue Hill Avenue was a classic.
Yeah, that was my
I looked at that shit a couple
Yeah,
months
I've
ago
seen it
as an
many times.
adult with my wife who never seen it, and she's looking at me like, "The fuck is this shit?" Like you said, it was a classic. Or whatever.
Yeah, but
And it's just
that was
like-
a long time ago, and that was
yeah.
way-
Blue Hill was
But
the shit.
I'm
That was
saying,
a
but when you
classic.
look at it now,
It's
and
the
you look
story.
at like the editing, you look at the you look at the damn quality and shit. It's like it's terrible, man.
Life right now.
That shit's terrible.
It's a lot of movies like that, but we wanted to get into that stuff too. I tell people now, because we started this, because other than this, we got the the media company as well. Like, if you got an idea, like that's what we talk about. If you got an idea, just get it out.
But see,
Write
I
it
want
out,
it
write
like
get it
I
down.
want my shit to be like really, really organized. Like I want it to be to the point where I can say like, yo, I want to do this movie, and the budget is like only $5,000 or $10,000.
That's
Like
a
fuck it,
hard
yes.
fucking thing to
You know what I'm
do.
saying? Like listen, but I wanted to be on some shit where like
Not impossible though.
I want to get maybe like 2-3 people that people be like, oh, I seen him before, I seen her before, but I really want most of the people in the movie to be people that I know.
Oh,
Not,
call me.
you know what I'm saying? I want to be people. I want it to be
Call
people
me.
that I know because the characters that they're going to play are going to be based off of those people's personality.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Makes it
So
easier
so
for you
so
to-
so
to
so
be
if I
that
got
person when
so
you
if I
have
got
to.
so if I do a movie, and I got a character in there that is a producer, and that nigga might be fucking Big Ron, you know what I'm saying? I would holler at Dre like, yo, Dre, we need you to play Big Ron in this fucking movie. Or we just
I
need
can
you to
play
play
Big Ron.
yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I can play Big
Like
Ron.
on some shit like that.
That's what I tell my
Because
wife
to
to call
me,
me.
because
Call me Big Ron today.
yo, this nigga crazy. Because yo, like that's what it's about. Like it's about people being able to connect with those characters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like who could play you better than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that makes the most sense.
Nobody.
Can't nobody play Big,
I
can't nobody
think
play
that
Big
makes the
Ron
most
better than me, man.
That nigga's stupid. I think that there makes the most sense. So, I think about a lot of this shit, and it's just about actually writing the shit down. Like, what I like to do is, as I've gotten older, I like to start writing shit down and have
Right.
it be organized on what I wanted to do. When I was younger, I used to be like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then you start something, and then it's like, all right, now I'm going to go to the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not actually taking the time to start it out and finish it. So, like, with going back to the battle shit, I was able to sit down and write out, like, all right, we're going to do this, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to get this belt, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to start this league, and then we're going to do the draft, and we're going to do that. But I also had people around me that I was able to let know, and then also get certain feedback on, like, all right, I think that's going to work, I think that's not going to work, even though I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do anyway. Even if you're not with it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
Right.
you could be like, man, that belt idea is a dumbass idea. You see what I'm saying? I'm still doing it. Like, I remember one of my uncles was like, nigga, you want to start a tattoo magazine? Nigga, nobody want to read that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like one of them things where it was just like, if I had listened to that, I would have never did it.
Right.
But I did it because I wanted to prove to myself it could be done. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a lot of shit I've done that motherfuckers don't know. I had a fucking fragrance too.
Did
A
you?
what?
Yep, a fragrance. I had a unisex fragrance called Rolanda DeMarco. And
Okay.
I was supposed to start it.
DeMarco.
I was supposed to start it with what's his name? Ryan Thornton. Me and Ryan Thornton.
Oh, shit,
Me and Ryan Thornton was talking like years ago. Like when I say years ago, I'm going back like 04. And
Ooh,
I was like,
Ryan
yo,
was
I was
selling
like we was gonna do this, we was coming together, we was talking, I was like, yo, we should do, some work together, and we was talking about some things, and I was like, Rolanda DeMarco, I like that name, like that shit sound expensive. You know what I'm saying?
It do sound
like,
expensive.
and he was just like, and he really wasn't winning. So I was like, fuck it. So I just like kind of scrapped the idea. So then after I did the magazine and I seen I was able to do that, I was like, I'm going back to this fragrance shit. So I had watched what's the shit? Boomerang. I was watching Boomerang and shit.
Oh God.
I was watching Boomerang, and the had the Strong
Strong
J and
J.
all of that shit. So I had got inspired, and I was like, man, I need to fuck around and get back to doing this damn fragrance shit. So I had reached back out to my man Dev Wade and shit, and I was like, yo, dude, I need you to make me a logo. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, what? So I'm just like, yeah, man, I was watching Boomerang, and
Let me tell
I
Gilly
had
first.
I had this idea and shit, and he brought my idea to life, and I went and I found a scent company, and they would, pretty much make me a sample, and it was kind of a thing where I got the fragrance, which is unisex, and I had got a lotion that
Okay.
came with it. So it was, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I liked it, but the problem I had with it was I didn't know about distribution.
Yeah,
Because I'm looking at it like,
fragrances.
damn, I got a whole bottle of, this universal sex. Like, you could be a man or a woman and spray it on you and it smell good, but it's just like, how the fuck do I get this out there? Like, how do you compete with the $3 oil man? How do you compete with the $5?
compete with-
You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm thinking
Who
like
compete with
like how can I compete with him? You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? Because I got the design, I got the shit came in like a bag that was like a nice Crown Royal bag. Like it was
crushed velvet looking joint.
it was dope. It's like, how do I sell this? This isn't music. Music, you had CDs in the barbershop, CDs in the trunk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got shit like that. Magazines, it was, magazines, selling magazines was a little different. You go into convenience stores, you trying to work out deals, like, yo, here's my product, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just drop some samples off, y'all leave it in here, y'all sell them, then holla at me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you had that, but it's like, I don't know where to go to for a fragrance. You see what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where I kind of just was like, all right, this idea goes to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. I wanted to do it. I made it happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just one of them people that anything I wanted to do, I decided to do it. Inserts podcast. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Damn, we ain't get to the
Yeah.
we ain't get to the fucking podcast. Goddamn.
Crazy, man. Like, everything I put my mind to, man. You know what I'm saying? I make this shit happen.
All right, so to wrap up, we gotta get to the podcast though.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us not quickly, but tell us about the podcast and what you got going on.
All right, so I'll tell y'all my original vision for the podcast off air because I don't want nobody taking my shit. But
Okay.
basically the way that it is as you see it wasn't the original vision for it. I just wanted to make sure that when it was done, it was going to be done right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always want certain things to be done right, and I want them to be done the way I want to do them. So people have offered me podcasts. They're like, yo, we got a studio here, we got the mics, we got all of this. Like, come do your podcast here. We did SIGU Radio back in 2016.
Right.
And it was a lot, doing that and having to, pay the studio, and then you're doing it with a partner, and then your partner splits, and that was all on you. So my whole thing was, I come back, if I do a podcast, I'm going to do it the way I wanted to do it, and I want it to be a one-on-one type feel.
Okay.
So with the quarantine, pandemic, or whatever, you got mad time in your hands, and I figured, you know what, now is the time to do it. I know a lot of battle rappers, I know barbers, I know producers, I know different people. Like, let me hop on the phone. So one day I called and I did 19 interviews in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? I did 19 interviews in 24 hours. Like, my work ethic was just like, I know niggas already doing podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I know you got your Joe Buttons. I know you got your Breakfast Clubs. I know you got
Opinionated
podcast. You got Kilogram shit. Everybody, the Drink Champs. Everybody doing their shit, but I want mine to be different. You know what I'm saying? I don't want mine to just look like we just hanging out, just talking. You know what I'm saying? I want to have my questions written out. I know what I want to ask the people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. So, I reached out to people like, yo, you gonna be free. And it was like, yo, that first 24, 48 hours, I'm running interviews like appointments. Like, nah, I can't fit you in at 4:30 because I got a 4:30 interview, but I can get you at 5:15. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done. So I was running them like basically like every half an hour. I'm doing these interviews. You know what I'm saying? Recording them.
Are they short?
Well, I wanted to keep them between 10 to 20 minutes.
I understand why.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Now, some went like, 22, 25. I think the longest interview I had was like a half an hour. But that was usually like that 18, 20 mark is really where I was trying to keep it at.
Okay.
And then it was just like, I had maybe like 7 interviews before I even had a logo. So then I was like, oh shit, I gotta get a logo made. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got a logo made. Then
Dev Wade?
No. Then an amazing app, by the way, called Fiverr. I highly recommend that.
Got it,
You know what I'm
bitch.
saying? And then I said, after doing the first couple, I said, I need
I'll call it
something.
Fiverr.
I need something to spice this shit up. So I went back on that app. I got a British chick to do a drop. Get now and tune into the Beard God subject matter podcast. Like I wrote out everything I wanted her to say. She did it. It sounds so sexy.
By the way, it's called
You know what I'm
subject matter. Just
yeah, subject matter.
Subject matter.
Yeah, I wanted her to do it a certain way. She did it. So like my first like 15 episodes all have like well, I'm gonna say like maybe like my first 5 episodes don't have her on there, and then maybe like episode 5, 6, or 7, maybe 7, I had her come on after the intro, and then after episode 15, I said I'm changing it. I don't even have my intro on there. Like, cause my intro was about introducing who I am and all of the different things I have going on and combining them. You know what I'm saying? And what inspired the podcast. Now it's just like I have her come on and then we go right into it. You know what I'm saying? And I got that idea from the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know the Breakfast Club.
Say Joe Rogan.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, and I don't listen to his podcast. I know about it, but I've never watched his podcast. But I watch certain people podcasts like Joe Buttons. I don't like Joe Buttons. You know what I'm saying? As a person, I don't like him. But I think that he does say certain good shit on his joint. But I like the fact that he drops podcast episodes like around like every 4 days. So I pay attention.
2 times a week.
I pay attention to that shit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I pay attention to, you know, the Breakfast Club. I pay attention to certain things that people are doing. And some of that, you know, I kind of take from. But as far as the presentation of what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? It's like I want to start mine out this way because it works. Once everything opens up and gets better, I have a whole idea, a whole layout of how I want it to be, but it's always going to be like that one-on-one. Like it's going to be more like you're getting to know about who is the person being interviewed. Yeah. It's not going to be like we, you know what I'm saying, we here, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like looking like, you know, we just talking like shit or whatever, because I know guys who do that. Like I know guys who have podcasts that aren't podcasts. Them motherfuckers just go live on Facebook and be like, yeah, this is a podcast. Like, nigga, this is not a podcast. Like, all right, well, if I want to watch it, where can I see it at? Other than Facebook.
Nah, nigga, just come to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, just come to me, man. I got you, man. But, yeah, you know, subject matter, and honestly, like, where I got the idea for the subject matter podcast was Big Gimp from Goody Mob. I seen an interview he did, and they was talking about artists working with each other back in the day versus now. He was like, back in the day, we had to be in the same studio and write together. Like now, they got this email shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, Andre 3000 used to come in the room like, we working on a song. What's the subject matter? And I was like, it just hit me like, damn, subject matter podcast, because I didn't want it to put me in a box. I don't want to be, you know, I'm talking about battle rap all the time, or I'm talking about barbering, or I'm talking about tattoos, or I'm talking about wrestling. Like I want to be able to talk about all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's how we felt.
Yeah. And I got a lot of love and respect for y'all because like I know y'all before this, so to see y'all come together, you know what I'm saying, and all three of y'all are different. Like y'all always been able to gel, y'all always been tight, but all of y'all are different. So doing a podcast where y'all have 3 different personalities able to bounce off each other, I think is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Drunk, high, sober.
I think that when I watch like the Breakfast Club, that's cool. When I watch like Joe Budden's cool. But I think like that was also my problem. Like I keep seeing this somewhat 3-person formula. You see what I'm saying? Now there are some podcasts where it's 1 person or it's 2 people and they bounce off. But I feel like the conversation between me and one other person could be so good, so in depth that I don't need other people.
Because
you see what I'm saying?
Well, I see a lot of
different style.
I see a lot of 3-person podcasts is you got the one main dude and you got 2 other niggas. I don't give a fuck. Dick eating the first dude. Like,
okay.
It's real shit. You dick eating them. Whatever the first main dude says, like Buttons or whatever, or not even Envy, Charlemagne. He dick eating them. Everybody gotta say. Agree with whatever he's talking about. Nobody has a disagreement. And if you see other shit that has a disagreement, it's just so fucking left field with the disagreement that the shit's like, alright, y'all niggas just disagreeing with each other just so y'all can have a fucking show. Instead of just this shit just being
it's natural conversation if you want natural conversation if you're doing free form is the best, at least in my opinion. That's kind of the way it goes. We talked about a lot of shit. I actually had fun.
Yeah, I had a great time.
When Kev got drunk, it got funner because you just get to look at Kev do whatever the fuck he's
all watching. Like, look at this shit, look at this shit, look at this shit.
But so that was at least one of our shows for today. So we're gonna let you do your outros. I know you got a lot of we got a lot of people to shout out.
Man, no, I don't, man. I don't have a lot of people to shout out, man. I don't, man. Hey, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Look, man. SIG-U Battle League, man. You know, all of the branches under that. SIG-U, TC, Push a Pin, NOC, Padding Room, Beer God, True Lyrics, the Beer God. You know what I'm saying? Some people know me as Earl Johnson. I feel like I cannot shake and run away from the name Lyrical Lie. No, I'm gonna be fucking 90 years old and like, yeah, Lyrical Lie right there. Back in the day, used to rap. Like, can't get away from that shit. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Salute to my man Rich C, Mariner Hall 2. He gave me that name.
Yo, shout out to Rich
yeah.
C, yo.
Rich C be on our shit heavy.
I don't know.
man.
I don't even personally know him, but I feel like I do.
Yo, so yo, we just did a track. Me, Rich C, and my man Ak Millie, man. We got a dope
Ak
joint.
Millie produced the track.
No, he didn't produce the track. Me and him working on the project. Well, we were working on the project too. I don't know when we gonna finish it. The Live from the Ville joint. or
He's
whatever,
back.
you know what I'm
He's
saying?
in the studio.
Yeah, I see he was I think he was like four tracks in, and then his computer and shit got fucked up, so he lost the beats or whatever. So we got what's his name, man? We gonna finish that project. That's another thing I want to do too. Like me and him gotta finish our project, man. We started it. We gotta finish it.
He got that MPC. He's
Yeah,
back.
I seen, man. I seen he
I'm
working,
telling all
man.
you business.
I seen he working, man. We gonna definitely link up and finish this Live from the Ville project.
Word. Okay.
That'd be dope.
So we were your host,
Cool, Kev.
and I'm Big Dre. Make sure y'all look out for the Subject Matter Podcast, Sig U, all the stuff that he just, it's too many names.
Yeah, man. It's too many names,
Too
man.
many
It's
names.
always about the opinionated about spreading love to her. You know what I mean? Everybody got something going on. Fuck all that bullshit.
Especially when you're drunk.
I'm fucked up. I am literally fucking trash right now.
I know.
You come to my house, you get my wife's name right.
Peace, bitches.
Yeah, man.
I was just watching that shit. You get my wife's name,
Christina.
Yo, dog.
Y'all remember?
Big Dre.